Good evening, everybody. Sorry I'm late, y'all. Last minute phone call from the sweet one. Yes, it's that time of night. I just had to get up here and do a little talking. Good evening, Boss Lady, New Jersey. Thank you. Sorry I'm late. Yes, thank you. Thank you. My banner, I love it. I do love it. I do love it. Lagale, my moderator. Welcome, 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 welcome. Mr. Gerald Bell, I know you're still here. If you're not, hey, that's cool. Yeah, but like I said, this is not music tonight, y'all. I'm just up here. That's one. I just use that as an opening introduction. Let me get that down before they hit me for a false bull crap. Yeah. Like I said, tonight, like I said, tonight is just open chat. I'm gonna be dropping my link and having you guys come up here and give me some ideas. Because to be honest with you, I am running out of musical ideas. You know, hello, Shish Trish, smash it, baby, smash it. How you doing? Yeah, I listened to you the other night, honey, and you were very, very interesting about the ladies here on YouTube and who you would and wouldn't associate. We'll get into that later, but I just want to say that. Let me take her off of there dancing. There's Trish up there, y'all. Miss Shish Trish. If y'all not subscribed to her channel, y'all please go listen to Shish Trish because she's on late at night sometimes. And she does a little panel hopping once in a while, like I do. And I'm just trying to think. I listen to YouTube and I hear things on YouTube, and sometimes it gets me down and sometimes it picks me up. Her channel is one of those, it'll pick me up and make me feel good channels. Also, you got people like Houston Bread. Houston Bread is a hell of a moderator, y'all folks. Forgive me for saying it that way, but she is. She is. She has great content. And I know you guys know about her verses. But I just wanted to know how you guys, your pleasure, 721. Thank you, my dear. Glad to see you're here. I just wanted to know what you guys thought of YouTube these past 2 weeks and what's been going on. I've got my thoughts on it, and to me, it's devilish. It's getting to be real wicked out there. Yes, I do. I love Houston Bread. Also, she is one of those content creators that I would love to see on her own show. To have her own show. Um, Podcast, a real good podcast, uh, even in radio, her talk is fantastic. Her ideas in life are fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, she is one heck of a young lady. And also, she plays some good music every once in a while, even though I missed her last verses, but I'm gonna go back and try to catch up on all of them. Anyway, as I was saying, these past few weeks on YouTube has been kind of hectic and crazy for me, and I've been listening to some people and looking at what's going on, especially with the women on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't like talking about women's business, and I don't like inserting myself in women's stuff, but it's some things on YouTube right now that even you women are talking about that are downright devilish and downright crazy. And yeah, don't internalize. I'm not trying to internalize it. I'm not trying to internalize anything. All right. Hey, how did you just read my book? I'm not trying to internalize anything. I'm just saying, as a man, I just hate seeing a lot of stuff that goes on here right now, and the talking about the kids and acting, they're acting out, saying things about themselves. Like you said last night, Trish, it's kind of It's kind of disgusting, really. For me, I would hate to have my daughter or even my granddaughters up there talking like the way some of these women do on here on this channel. But I don't know. I look back. My friend told me about the Mardi Gras over in Brazil. You know, they had their Mardi Gras in Brazil this past week. And if people go on YouTube, they would see that the Mardi Gras in Brazil, they were actually worshiping the devil. And I'm coinciding all this with what's going on YouTube and the things that are going on in the world. And I'm just wondering, is this near the end of the world? Or should I start a conspiracy theory? Or should I just say, you know what? People are just more out there now because of the COVID. And since COVID's been lifting on us, everybody's been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? They can get out here and do whatever they want to do. So I just, I'm just saying, for me, it's been a hell of a week on YouTube. And I just want to know or listen to how some of you guys really feel about it. And Trish, if you want to, you're welcome, my dear, to come on up and I will definitely definitely talk with you, have a good talk with you because I've been on your platform before and we've had a discussion and it was really nice. It was really nice. I'm trying to type in good evening to everyone. Yeah, I'm on my phone. So if I get a phone call, people, I'm not running anywhere. Uh, no. But like I said, YouTube right now, I don't know if it's getting demonic or is it the people on YouTube that are really don't care with all the doxing and the crazy shit we got going on and the things we do, you know, I just don't I don't understand it. I've been trying to understand it for a while, so see. Let me go ahead and put up my link and if you guys want to come up and please no hanky panky, no coming out naked, no titty showing or all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, because there's been a story about a young lady who did that to herself this week. She showed her breasts, and it was like, oh my goodness, why? And at your age, you know, like I said, things are getting more. To me, it's getting more devilish. It's getting really more devilish. Oh, you stopped being surprised a long time ago. Well, I tell you what, the way things are going now in the world, we need to pay more close attention to things around the world as well as right here at home and then on these YouTube streets. Because when you see people out there in a big parade and they're dressed as the devil and they're mocking Jesus Christ, stabbing him with a pitchfork as he's walking down the street, as they're walking down the street, it makes you kind of wonder, you know, what this whole world is going through. Oh yeah, yeah. If you guys go on YouTube and you'll see the El Carnival over there in Brazil this year, it was really something else. It was really something else. The floats, the women were really scantily dressed. Really, you might as well say some of them didn't have on nothing. I mean, it is really crazy. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead on. Well, my link is dropped anyway, so somebody want to come up and talk about anything that they heard on YouTube, saw on YouTube, and also I need some input on the kind of music that really would set things off this summer. You know, summer's coming up, and we all want to get out in the park, and I want to be able to play something for you guys when you're out there. You know, even if I'm at home, when I hit you up, you're might sitting in the park and you listen and get your shoulders a wiggling, or hey, if you got a partner, even get to dancing. But Yep, it's a lot of things going on in the world right now. They had another train derailment. I think this was in Ohio. And I said to myself, damn, the trains we're not getting any goods as it is right away. So they're, the trains are wrecking. It's a lot of stuff going on, shootings, grandmothers getting shot. And like I said, the world does seem like it's becoming a playground for the devil. And I don't know if people are actually going along with the program or whatever. Put my wig. Oh Lord Jesus Christ! She put her wiggle in hiatus. Yeah, I believe that. Like I believe I'm gonna be the next president of the United States. But no, like I was saying, folks, things are kind of rough here on YouTube. I heard Miss Alfreda Gross she's going to be not coming up as much or not coming up at all, really. Uh, I hate to lose Alfreda because she always came up here with wisdom, and she was saying about how dark and demonic YouTube has gotten to be. And I think, especially for us older generation people, we do get kind of tired of all that cursing and uh, your name calling, hearing the name called, and children being drugged, people being doxxed, and all that good stuff. So I just want to get somebody's opinion on it, or tell me what you think about the YouTube streets. Even with the trolls, boy, a troll is a son of a gun. That's all I can say. Yeah, they are. Uh, I listened to shout out to gosh. See, I know I should have wrote stuff down. Starting to sound like DKL. But no, shout out to King Roman News this morning for doing such a splendid job on the news. And if you guys haven't been subscribed to him, you need to go ahead and subscribe to him. He's an outstanding young man that brings you really the news that you can use about things out going on in the world with people and everything else, everybody else. Okay, I got a guest up there. Oh, it's my moderator. Okay, be right there with you.
Hello, hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, and how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Gene Hulk says it's not the people in the world, it's the demonic people in the world. So you're right, Gene. I have to agree with you on that. It's not really the world itself. It is the people in the world. And that's what I'm wondering about. Are people really getting that demonic, or are they just, I don't know.
It's
Is it?
it's like for me, it's like people are just allowing Satan to use them,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and like you say, it's like the things are getting so demonic, and it's like everything. People are just doing all kind of things now.
Yeah. Hey, good evening, Victoria. Yeah, they are. When you look at the news and you see everything that's going on, but really what got me was when I was told about the Mardi Gras over in Brazil, and I had to go over there and look at it. And it's like, I can't believe that these people were out there dancing and celebrating, worshiping Satan. I mean, it's hard to look for me at times. It's hard for me to look at. But and then it got me to thinking. Well, we have the Mardi Gras here in New Orleans, and what do women do at New Orleans for them beads? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're
Is that
doing the same thing.
well? I'm not
To
going to
a
say it's
point. I mean, to a
to
point.
a certain point. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
forgetting that
yeah.
that you're exposing yourself for what reason? For of some trinkets. You see what I'm saying?
That you could buy your own self.
Yeah, yeah. hmm And most of them come from the dollar store. So, so that's my point right there. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get your whole set of them, But it's like the world. And then I heard some of these young ladies on YouTube saying some foul, downright disgusting things, and I had to turn it off because I'll admit I do. Like I say, I go all over YouTube and I listen, but now it's getting more and more hateful. It's getting more and more
Sexual.
crazier. Well, yeah, it's sexual too because they're talking all kind of uh, devious stuff on there. I put it that way, devious stuff. So yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's hard to understand it.
yeah. You somebody says you have a slight echo, so I'm just read my book. Say you have an echo. I don't hear it on my end, but maybe they
You
hear it
want
on
me
their
to
end.
drive down and come back up?
Yeah, because they say you got an echo. Maybe it's on their stream or something. But
Okay, I'm gonna.
okay, all right. But no, anyway, folks, like I was saying, YouTube to me is gotten deep and dark again. It's like, well, not again, but it's gotten deep and darker. It's always been dark, but it seems like it's going down, down more and more. And people are more willing to go up there and listen to people say things, crazy and do crazy things on YouTube. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah. Oh, okay. You're back. Okay, good. Vibrant Law, my dear. The smile turned upside down. Hey, honey, I'm not doing any music tonight. I just want to know if people want to get up and chit chat about things going on YouTube and what I've seen and how I feel about it right now. And if you want to, it doesn't have to be just about YouTube. You can come up and give me a critical juncture about my music and what I need to do to really make things better for people, especially coming up during the summertime, because I want people to get out there and really enjoy themselves and have a good time and be just as happy and playful as you are on this channel when you're up here listening to music. So that's my idea of it. But like I said, there's a lot of things that has been going on. And oh, Byron Love, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. She says I don't have to always do music. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Bob.
But but I just need to yeah, you're right. I need to start doing something else, talking about the world. A lot of things I don't like talking, like politics, religion. I don't like talking about other people's problems because I got enough of my own. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I don't mind having a good conversation when it's something to converse about. And like I said, this week on YouTube has been hectic for me. It's been wild and crazy. And I wanted to get up there and talk to some people on the platform, but what the things they were talking about as a man, listening to the women say it, I couldn't do it. I can't get into that deep. I can't get into anything that deep. So I just sit back and take it easy.
Yep.
Oh, okay, Byron. Yeah, but those I plan on doing again too, dear. Those videos going sightseeing where I live at. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
those are awesome.
yeah. She says, "Do you have another tab open?" It must be her. She must have another tab open because I don't hear you echoing on my end now. Yeah,
It must be her because I
yeah,
don't hear the echo either.
yeah. I just saw the movie Till. Oh, you talking about Emmett Till? Yes, 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 yes. And that was, like I said, I was 5 years old when that happened, and I remember it because we were still living in Chicago then at the time. So it was such a sad day. It was a sad occasion, and like I said, a lot of people walked past that young man's uh, coffin, and they've seen in man's inhumanity to man, all because of a lie. All because somebody told a lie. Mm.
And that's usually how it starts with a lie.
Barbara Law wants me to check my echo con- cancellation setting in my settings. Okay, dear, I'll go in there and do it. But I don't think it might be you, Gil, though. Let me go see. Audio.
Because I don't have anything else open. Because I'm on my phone.
Okay. All right. I just checked mine, so I don't know if can you guys hear me good? That's the main thing. That's all I want. And for a while here, I know the StreamYard and YouTube, they're acting crazy. A lot of people's pictures don't show up in a chat now, and I don't know if that's got something to do with it or not. Okay, they're saying you're the one with the echo. Well, anyway, if anybody else wants to come up, and we'll see how it goes. When you speak, I'll just turn off. I'll mute my mic and see how it sounds. See if you got that echo then.
Okay.
Go ahead and say
And
something.
when you speak, I'll just mute mine as well.
Well, folks, let me look at it. What do you guys think about the young lady that came back after 3 years? And we all know her story. She's recruiting people. To me, she's recruiting. Now, that's all I'm saying. To me, she's recruiting. And some of the things that she said to people in chats, I listened to her. It's really appalling that even old people would play that follow the leader type mentality. Or to me it sounds Hitlerish. That's all I'm going to say. It sounds Hitlerish. um, I'm not subscribed to a platform, but you know I go in there and listen to, and then she's doing what's old is new. What's old is new. I don't think so. That's stuff that happened years ago and way back when, and you're drumming up people that really don't want to be reminded of that kind of stuff. It's crazy. And Byron Lowe says, "Here's what I think." She's keeping her mouth zipped. Well, I know how you feel. Some people are afraid to talk about it, other people's aren't. So well, you say you don't know her and game, keep it that way. Well, yeah, sometimes it's best not to even go visit people. But I visited her a couple of times just to see, and then when I seen the game that was being played, it kind of just rocked my world. It upset me. So that won't be one that I'll recommend for you guys. Okay. Uh, another another thing I want to say is that we have to get away from not respecting one another with our thoughts and our ideas. Okay. You everybody has a right. Everybody has a right for their opinion, with their opinion. But you know, when you start how should I put it? Downgrading them and talking about them and doxing them because of their past life and stuff. To me, that's not really necessary. It's not necessary. I wouldn't want to be sitting up here talking about anyone's past or anything else. Well, you, I don't, you know what? I don't think nobody has nothing to offer anybody except money to pay their bills, and to get them to the doctor and stuff like that, buy them food and groceries, pay the rent. But far as being a follower of a person, I don't think I'd want to do that. I couldn't do that. Hello, Brown baby. How are you, dear? Oh, we're fine tonight. We're just sitting up here trying to have a conversation and trying to get you guys' opinions about what you've been seeing on YouTube for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Like I said, for me, it's been kind of what the hell is going on now, and then I
Hi,
spoke.
hi,
Huh?
Brown baby.
Yeah, Miss Brown baby's up in the house, y'all. How's that little one doing? Pamela's dry to me. I try to support everyone, but she's a tough one. Yeah, she is kind of tough to support because, sheesh, I don't know. I don't know. It's like when I heard her ask somebody, "Are you willing to give your loyalty to me?" I'm thinking to myself, loyalty, you know. Mm-mm. Oh, the baby's good, getting bigger, huh? Okay, well, that's sweet.
All right.
They grow fast anyway. Children grow fast, and before you know it, they'll be
She'll be a
walking.
teenager.
Yeah, well, not teenager, but I'm saying she'll be walking around the house, pulling things off the table, or and
Climbing,
yeah, yeah,
climbing all them stuff.
climbing. Yeah, get out! Don't you do that! Don't touch that! Come away from that. And so that. But then again, smart as kids are, shoot, she liable to have her own cell phone or get her own computer and be
But hey, be on the computer.
on a computer, right?
Be on
Right.
the little laptop,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
a little tablet.
But no, like I said, things in the world today are moving so doggone fast, and even this year's going fast. Oh, let me say Happy Women's Day to all the women up here on my platform. Happy Women's Day, Women's
Happy
Day.
Women's Day.
Yeah, oh, it really should. I thought it was Women's Month. I mean, I
It
thought.
is month.
Well, they were saying Happy Women's Day on the news today earlier, so I'll just say Happy Women's Day. Yeah, it's really, to me, every day now that we wake up, it's something new, something old, something borrowed, and I don't know about the blue
Something
skies.
blue.
No, I don't know about that because even the sky, even the sky ain't blue. Oh,
Sometimes it is.
look at her. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Mm. No, I'm not going to woo, woo, woo. But I just wanted to see if anybody had something to say about these streets or chat. And even if it's about the music and stuff, let's, you know, like I tell people, don't be afraid to leave comments in my comments section. Let me know. I got a few things in the works. Like I said, I am going to do a reggae night for reggae music. And I'm also going to do, believe it or not, and it won't be long, folks, because I know they'll probably crack my skull. But I just want to do a couple of minutes of opera music,
Oh,
throw some opera concerto in there. And like I said, I love music. I don't care. I country western. I even love polka music, just music in general. Long as it's upbeat and lifting, and it raises your spirits. That's why I love doing my Sunday gospel stuff, because that music definitely raises my spirit. It takes me back to my childhood, takes me back to the time when I was married, and in between that, and even up to now, because I can always say that, hey, I'm still here and God has been good to me. So,
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna tell you on the music, just allow your spirit to let you know what you need to do.
yeah. Well, believe it or not, when I do get up here and play music, that's what actually happens. Now, I'm not going to tell my big secret about how I get it and whatever comes, but it'll come to me and I'll say, I think about what my mom, my dad, or even myself would be doing at that time when that certain record was being played and all that good stuff. So oh, Miss Brown, baby. What is it? You think we need a shrink? Well, some of the shrinks aren't wrapped too tight either, because we got we
They on
we
medication too.
we got some shrinks that are on medication. Yep, that are on medication also. So
Hey, they
I
talking to a shrink.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
They talking to somebody too.
Yeah, it goes that way sometimes. It be that way sometimes, but it, like I said, YouTube has gotten to be, I don't know, malicious. And every time I think about doing something or going up on a panel with somebody, I think, do you want to get up there and argue, or do you want to try to get up there and have a discussion? And 9 times out of 10, they want to argue. So I just drop. I don't drop up there. I just leave it alone, because I'm not going to put my 2 cents in on about something that really happened years ago, and shit, it don't matter. It really don't matter. So
It really don't.
mm.
There's too much going on in the world.
So I'm gonna take a poll right now tonight, right here where I got these few people in the chat. Do you guys want music later on tonight? It'll be late now because I got to get up from here and fix me something to eat, and also I'm expecting a phone call later on. So just throw up. I'm gonna do like everybody else. Throw one up in the chat if you want me to come back later on and do some music, and that'll give you guys time enough to get out there in the streets and bop around and and listen to the craziness. Or do you want me to just go ahead on and end the live and just say, I did nobody else want to come up and talk about it? I see. I don't really blame you though. I don't blame you. I really don't like talking about other people's problems. I just want to get up here and
The disciples.
yeah. Brown baby, my niece, you are full of opinions. You're full of opinions. Good evening, Miss Joyce Baldwin. I was in here explaining about different things that I'd seen on YouTube, and wow, like I say, it's demonic. To me, it's demonic. And like I was trying to tell other people, there is a YouTube video of the Brazilian over in Brazil where they had their carnival, and they were actually worshiping the devil. To me, it was devil worship. So, and then the statue that they have standing out there in Brazil, it got struck by lightning.
See, that was
But
a
it, but
warning time.
well, I don't know. It might have been, but it wasn't the first time it's ever been struck by lightning, though.
Oh no.
So I can say that it happens every once in a while.
Miss Brown baby wants you to drop the link.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Okay, there it is. There it is, Nisi Poo. Link is dropped, and I'll be watching for the little guest pop up. George goes, yeah, it is getting messy on YouTube. It is. It's getting so messy right now. Uh, hmm hmm Yep. And when you look at it, I look at YouTube and I look at the world. I'm trying to compare them. You know, is it that we're coming out more because we've been hemmed up for a while, or what are we doing? You know, it's crazy.
It's got to be something.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I'm just looking at the things in this world and on YouTube, and it's like I've never seen this before. It's crazy.
Well, I ain't gonna say that never seen like this before. What I'm saying is, with the communication system, with the internet, we're able to see stuff more out there. People are everybody's up talking on the internet now, and you hear different people's opinions and the different things that they say and do. Whoop! I got a guest. I got a guest. My little brown baby. Okay.
Hello.
Hey y'all, how are you
Hey,
guys?
sweetie.
Hello. How are you?
I am great. Thank you. I am
Hi.
smiling for the voice to this Miss Brown baby. Hey Hawk, how you doing? Can
Yeah.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
we
you,
can
dear.
hear
Go
you.
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Um, well, I just wanted to give my little piece about what I've been seeing.
Hmm.
I just think it's a lot of. It's kind of crazy around here because when I do log in, I do see a lot of grown women being chastised. Mm, being told what to do, where to go. I
Hmm.
think that's strange. I don't understand that. Like, wait a minute, what? I was like, are y'all kidding me?
Well, do
It's
you
been
think
crazy.
do you think that people really want to have somebody to follow, that that messiah mentality or leader mentality?
I think it's some undevelopment childhood issues because I don't think a normal person would be able to chastise anyone like that. You know what I mean? I don't think that's. There's got to be something wrong somewhere for you to let a perfect stranger just control you, and you don't even know her. Like I don't know, man. I was lost for words. Like, wait a minute, what is going on? But
It
yeah,
is
that
kind
kind
of
of bothers
crazy.
me.
It is strange because I remember back when Jim Jones was over there in Guyana, and he had
Hmm.
all them people from the United States follow him over there. You
Yeah,
know, they never, I mean, they never had a real rapport with him, but yet they were doing what he said do at times, and
that's what
uh,
I was saying. It's weird. I mean, I know it has happened in times, but it just that I'm in this time, and I can, like, sometimes when I log in and I see these things, and I'm like, wait a minute, well, she told you to do what again, and you did it. I just be like, oh my god. It's crazy to me. It's really, really crazy. So that's why I just be like, oh my God. I kind of click off a lot because I'd be embarrassed actually for the females that do this.
yeah, that
It's
and see
it's kind
that's
of embarrassing and it's hurtful at the same time to know
yeah.
that women 50 and 60 are being dominated by another woman.
No, and you know what? That's my hardest thing right there. Wanting to speak out like that because, and then the first thing on here women will say is, "You got your nose in women's business." Well, wait a minute. I'm just stating my opinion, but
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. And I know I got a beautiful woman, and I wouldn't want her caught up in no craziness like that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-mm,
Because it's not.
exactly.
I. It's hard on these YouTube streets, and we do have some women out there that are trying to change, but they
Yeah.
look like they get sucked right back into the fold again. You know.
Yeah, and it seems like some people bring them back into it, even though they're trying to get out. I think you just have to be strong enough mentally to actually get away from it.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
people are going to keep trying to bring you back in because just what they do. That's the name of the game. They call it what the beefing sector. So they mostly beef. So they need to beef. They need to find things to beef about. So they need the more people to do it.
Well,
Sometimes I just find it cringing. Like, oh my God, this is some of the stuff I just can't watch. It's just too much.
yeah, Joyce, Joyce got up there. Women going with women, men going with men. Like I said,
You talking
I bet
about? I don't know. Is Joyce? Who's Joyce?
Miss Joyce Goodwin.
Oh, okay.
Joyce Goodwin. Yeah.
She got a page.
I don't know. You know what? I got to check that out
Oh,
because
okay.
usually everybody that comes up, I check them out, and if they got a page, I'll go ahead and subscribe to them, which which I got over 300 and something people right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
that list, but everybody knows I don't get a chance to listen to everybody now.
Right.
So, but there are days when I do have that. I know certain people are going to do certain things, like a view is a view.
Yeah.
I like to go there and watch her draw, do her art. You know
Yeah,
that.
her channel is calming when she's coloring. I visit her before. I don't really interact with her because I don't really
Hmm.
know, but I do visit her chat, and when she's coloring and stuff, and I was like, this is so
Soothing.
relaxing, and
It
just
is
I
relaxing.
done start buying my own crayons and coloring books and stuff. I have my little wine, and I just been coloring. It's like it's great. It's kind of like a mind relaxer for me.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And like I said, I listen to Houston Bread in the mornings, and well, especially on Fridays. Even though she's kind of quirky in a way, she does come out
Hmm.
as a strong, independent black woman,
Okay.
and she knows her stuff. She knows her stuff.
Hmm.
Uh,
You said
uh,
Houston bread?
yes, Houston Bread.
Okay.
Yeah, BREAD, not
Okay.
bread, not bread. BRED, Houston Bread, BRED.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, she has some interesting conversations, but now I'm gonna warn you before you get over there.
Okay.
Houston likes the women, so
Oh,
Houston
well,
likes the
no, I don't have
Houston
no
likes
issue
the
with that.
women.
If
Okay,
she's
but
a sister, I'm still gonna respect. I don't know a lot of them. I just know the
hmm
ones that I've been around, but I'm definitely going to go over.
right,
I don't even
and
know if I
she
ever visit her or not, but I'm gonna go over there and visit her then. If she's
well, I,
talking like,
yeah, well, I'm
she got
shocked
sense.
because her and I had a versus a few months back. We had
Oh,
a
okay.
Yeah, it was one of the highest rated verses she's ever done with me. So
Were you
I'm
on your
proud of
channel?
that. I was on her channel. I was over on
Oh,
her channel, and I was so proud of that when she told me that she had got the highest ratings of a
oh,
verses since she's been doing it. So that was a fun night for me. I think
that's
everybody
cool.
liked
Well,
that.
I'm gonna catch that because when you be playing music, I be in here in my little world. I be jamming and I get your notifications, and sometimes I get the notification and be the first one, and then I be like, "Oh, he's on," and click on it for like 30 minutes. I'm like, "Oh, wait." I was like, "Oh, click off. I'll be back in 30 or something like that." I be ready to
Yeah.
get my music on. You have no idea. I be winding down from you know, grading and testing and stuff like that. So like this time of night is just relaxing. When you
Yeah.
put your music on, I be laying there just chilling. I'm like, wow.
Mm. Well, thank you. I'm glad I could help people out. Like I said, I love my music and I love people that listen to music. And as
Yeah.
there's an old saying that music soothes a savage beast. So I guess by me being a Taurus, I have to have music all the time. So
Yeah, I like the music. Music. I love to listen to music because it really does soothe.
Hmm.
It does. It really does. And when he be playing stuff, and then I be coming up with stuff in my head, like I want to do. Uncle know this song. I want to do. He know. I know he know it because he was not too far from my mom age. My mom would have been 75.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she'd have been
We.
75 in June.
Yeah.
If she,
Yeah.
yeah. But I said, well, he was in that, era,
Yeah. I was
growing up in
definitely
the
in.
60s.
For everybody's mom that's 70 and above, even 60 and above. I was in their era, and I'm thanking God He's blessed me to be here this long.
Amen to that.
Amen
Amen
to
to that.
that.
Yeah, and maybe by me doing my music on here, that I can bring, like I said, a little joy and happiness to people. And
Yeah, you do. I
And
appreciate
memories.
you. Yeah. I know we be in the chat again. We be talking about memories and stuff what happened and the old blue light in the basement, lit light, green carpet. And I would tell you, I was young when all of that was going on, but I remember, you know, because my dad, I was a daddy's girl, and my dad and mom always had parties and stuff, and I was always in there. I always go to the living room. I just had to go, and my dad was like, "Come over here for me," and then I go over there. He'd give me a sip of beer while my mama not looking, and he'll send me back in the room. I wasn't no more than 5, 6 years old because he wanted me to be a boy.
Yeah,
And I
yes,
was,
yes, Joyce. I'm a bull. I'm very bull-headed. So that's why I say that the music soothes the savage beast. So.
And I am,
yeah.
I am too. I'm a tourist as well.
Oh, you
Oh,
are
you
okay.
are.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep,
I didn't
I'm an
know that.
April tourist.
So your
Yeah,
birthday's in May, right?
yeah. It's May the 3rd. May the 3rd.
And
You
mine
made
is
it through.
April the 28th.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. I was
Got two
born.
Taurus over here.
Yeah, May the 3rd, 1950. That's a long time ago.
50.
Yeah,
I didn't
1950.
get here to. Ooh, child.
Well, I just realized it seems like a lot of my audience haven't gotten here till later on in life. So,
Yeah, my mom came in 48, so and I was 23. I mean, she was 23 when she had me. So
oh,
yeah,
okay.
but I still
Yeah.
know music. I grew up on real
Right,
music.
right.
Yeah.
And my mom, because like I tell people, my dad was on the road a lot. He was a truck driver, but mom, with us 5 kids there at the house, she
Yeah.
would put on some music, and we'd be dancing around on the
Yeah.
floor with her, and just acting. I don't just being happy, Life was
Yep.
so carefree, and man,
Wasn't it though?
yeah, I can
And you
remember
didn't, and
when.
you didn't realize there was no problems going on.
Right, you didn't.
It was a lot of love back then in the house.
It
A lot of
was.
love in the home.
Yeah, you had when you had dinner, you had it at the table together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You did.
yeah,
You had a structure. You had more structure than you do now.
right. And
We played like we had to play outside. We didn't have like the games and stuff they have now. Even though I
And
know
we didn't
times
sit
have
around.
changed.
And
Huh?
we just sit around. Grown people either.
no, we
Yeah.
didn't sit. No, we didn't sit around grown folks too much, because the very minute you look, whose mouth are you looking in? Get your butt outside. Go
Yep.
play somewhere.
Yep. That's it. That was it right there.
Yeah,
Get
but not.
outside, but we wanted to go outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
I had one.
wanted to be outside playing,
Yep.
hanging out with other cousins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing how the world itself has changed, far as children
Yeah.
going out to play and
Mm.
getting exercise, and
Yep.
they even cut out extracurricular activities
They
after school.
did. They did.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got 2 grandkids, and I'd be like, we're gonna go play this. And my oldest granddaughter, she's like 8, and she'll be like, Grandma, what is this? I said, it's called tag. 1, 2, 3, red light. She said, what we gotta do, Grandma? I said, oh, I'm gonna teach you. I'd be excited. Man, I don't talk to them how to do hopscotch and go find the pieces of glass. I said, don't cut your hand. Get the
Right.
glass, and we finna go
Yeah.
draw these. She said, what I gotta do? I said, you gotta hop and jump, hopscotch.
Mhm.
But I wanted my grandkids to know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Jump
Even
rope.
yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, double dutch.
double
Girl,
Dutch.
what?
There you go. Yep. I learned the double Dutch because I had 2 sisters. So,
Yep.
and it was 3 boys and 2 girls. The girls, we lived in the country, so we played amongst ourselves. My sister,
But back then, I would say boys and girls kind of went together. Now it's so different to where they structure boys doing this and girls doing that. But I remember playing tag football with the boys. It wasn't really like nothing bad. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
It's just what we did back in the days, and this was like in the 70s. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this new generation. I really don't.
Well, it's too much of me. It used to be me. It's just myself. There's no me.
Yeah.
It's myself now. It's just kids are. I don't know. Yeah, hopscotch. I did double dutch.
Free
Because
tag.
Oh my God, to my freeze to hide and go
Hide
see.
yeah, yeah. All that. I mean, we
Kickball.
kick. Yeah, we.
Yeah, kickball. I remember I wanted when my daughter was younger. I went and bought her some Jackstone, and she didn't understand what they were. I said, "Girl, we finna play." She said, "What we gonna play, Jackstone?" I said, "Put them on." I mean, we did the twos. I said, "I'm on my fives. I'm on my sixes." She did not understand, and I had to give her the business. Girl, we finna play these because that's what we used to play.
Yeah, them
But she loves it.
jacks.
She teach it to her
Yeah,
own daughter.
yeah, and even shooting marbles.
Yes. Oh
You
my
know.
God, yes.
So,
My brother was a pro and he takes everybody money.
everybody.
I swear, he
Yeah.
took everybody money. It wasn't like a couple of quarters at the time, you know what I'm saying? But my brother took everybody money. I used to be like, I'm gonna go get my brother. He gonna play marbles with y'all. And I go get him. He like, no, what we gotta do? What we gotta do? I said, listen, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna play this, and then you gonna get the money, and then
We
we're
gonna
gonna
split
go
it
to
up.
Candyland.
Yeah.
We gonna
Yeah.
split it up.
But we had so much fun.
Yeah, Joyce is coming up with some good ones. She said playing jacks and volleyball, jacks and spades.
Yes, spade, yeah.
Well, we couldn't play cards until we got to be teenagers. I mean,
Yeah, that's
Dominoes.
Yeah, my mama didn't do cards.
well, we did now because
She
my
didn't.
mom played. She had her sisters, my aunts and uncles. They would get together on the weekend and they had them spade parties. And
Yes, they did that.
man,
And it would get crazy.
no,
Yes.
now Joyce, ain't nobody shooting no craps around here. That's
Shooting dice.
Joyce, my family did. My family did, Joyce. Yes, they did. They shot craps, girl. They were around the corner in the apartments on the side of the wall. Yes, they did a lot of stuff.
Mama wouldn't allow us to shoot craps because she said they shot craps at Jesus' feet. So
Oh boy, no, they did them in my family.
Not in Jesus' feet.
I know I've never heard of that one, but I'm glad to know that.
Well, that's what they did. They shot. It's in the book that they gambled at his feet on his robe.
Oh yeah, well that's gambling is. My mom didn't do any of that, but I used to go get my little brother, and yeah, he did. Go get some marbles. And he had his little favorite one. It was a blue one with the little pretty colors in it.
Yeah. And they didn't have what they call the cat eye marbles. They had that little slit in it, and the cat eyes were the ones that everybody wanted to have.
Yeah, my brother had them, and he was young too. He wasn't like 6 or 7 years old. He was tearing them boys up, and I was like the fighter because he didn't fight. I was older than him. He was the baby, so I would be like, "You better not touch my brother." And he playing with 13 and 14 years old, and he's 6 and 7. Honey. It was fun though, but they didn't really bother him. I said, "You hit him, I'm gonna do something to you," because I was that kind of child.
Well, yeah. By me being the second oldest, because my oldest brother, he was like 15 years older than I was when I was born. But me being the oldest of my mom, with my mom and dad, because my dad had married my mom with my oldest brother when he was 15. So so by me being the oldest of the 5 kids, I had to be the lookout. I had to be the disciplinarian, the babysitter, the lookout, the cook, and all that. Did I enjoy it? No, not at times, but when I look back on it, yeah.
It's family. I wish I could get those memories back. Some of the things I complained about, I used to tell my mom, I don't like that. And now I just wish I had a back. And then I just go in there and do what she tell me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't break no more.
And Joyce, I remember that they call it policy. Playing the numbers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go to the house and collect the numbers and
That's my dad right there playing them numbers. He used to play the
My
he used to
dad
bet on the
too.
horses.
My dad too.
yeah,
Yep.
my aunts and uncles and them played the numbers. See, we had moved to the country. When I mean country, it was country. So, but it
Yeah.
was only 65 miles from Chicago, and we could drive. We used to take Daddy's car when he was gone to work, and we drive up to Chicago back then. And I think I was around 15, and they didn't bother you like they did now about driver's license. And
Yeah.
I learned to drive pretty good out there in them sticks. So
Oh yeah.
I would drive to Chicago, go to my grandparents' house because my grandfather lived up there.
Wasn't them the
My
good old
uncles.
days?
It was
Mm.
it was so good. And then there's the Jay's. They had the Jay's potato chip factory on the south
Yeah.
side of Chicago. As you coming in Chicago, boy, on a good day you can smell them cooking them potato chips. And I knew I was in the city then.
Yeah, I had a friend that's from Chicago. She turned me on to Jay's. And when I
Yeah,
went up there, I had to go to some place for some chicken and waffle place. I had to go
yeah.
get some Jay's potato
Jay's.
chips and the Sears Tower back then. I mean, she
Oh
just took me
yes,
around. Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful. It was a beautiful city growing up.
Yeah. It was cold
Wonderful.
though. We went in November, December. It was cold.
Oh yeah, I know it. I know it.
I
I
was like,
know
honey,
it.
I did get back home. I ain't gonna be able to do this.
Mm.
I ain't used to cold from the south. I ain't used to cold like this. It's cold. Yeah.
Well, I've been all over.
Have you?
I've been out west. I've been in the south. I've been up north, and now I'm in the middle. I'm in the what they call the show me state. So
Okay.
Midwest, and the weather here now, like tonight, is cold for me because I'm used to anything over 55. I'm cool with, but when it goes down below 55, it's time to put on a sweater, a coat. You know,
Yeah, I think it's a storm coming up that area.
yeah,
West up there, they said another snowstorm coming in.
yeah. It's supposed to
Y'all
hit
be
up
careful,
north.
whoever's in that area.
In that area. It's supposed to be hitting up north near Chicago, up around. I think far south it is going to come is near Kankakee, Illinois. But yeah, but we're supposed to get rain this. So, and if it does, the right after it rains, the temperature's going to drop in the 40s. So it's like,
Oh man.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's gonna be
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
55 is cold. 60 degrees cold to me.
Yeah. 55 down here in Texas, it's cold.
Oh, you're down here where I'm at, Lagale.
Yeah. Oh, just says you remember the Planters Company, Peanut Company. Okay, in Virginia. Halifax, North Carolina. I don't know what that one's about. But like I said, when I got to Chicago, smelled them potato chips, boy, I knew I was there. Then we had
It smelled good, huh?
oh yes, no, there's nothing like fresh potato chips. I mean, oh my goodness. When I think about it, make me
I'd have
want to
been
go.
I'd have been real fat.
Exactly.
But there's another thing that we had. I remember going to. We went down on what they call Canal Street, which was downtown, and then they had the Southwater Market, and over on I believe it was on Canal and Clark. They had the old fish market, and you could go in there and you can get any kind of fish you wanted, from scoop to nuts when it came to seafoods. Yeah, now the fish market itself stunk, but when you can go get your you go get
It smelled like fish.
yeah. But when you can get fresh catfish, you can get shrimps, you can get lobster, crab, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, you make me hungry.
I don't eat none of that.
Is that Pie Babe's territory? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She lives up there. Matter of fact, she don't know it, but she don't live too far from my brother. My brother stays up in that area too. I got a brother that lives up there. My daughter she's still up there. I got a couple of nieces and nephews up in the city, in the Windy City, as they call it. Yeah. So we're scattered all around too. I got a nephew out in California. I got a nephew in Atlanta. And believe it or not, I got a niece. She lives in Colorado. Why? I don't know.
Now that's where it ought to be cold.
Yeah, it is. It is. Why I
But I
don't
want
know.
to be there. I would like to be there when it's snow really, really, because I'm not used to snow because I was born in Georgia.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah.
I would love to see that snow that they get up north, like that real snow, 10, 12 feet. Oh
Oh
my God, I
no,
would
no.
love to see that.
Oh no, no, no,
Yes,
no,
I
Nah.
no.
would.
On the other
Oh,
hand, I like to see it from the air.
mm-mm.
I mean, I imagine myself having my house all warm and the snow just up to the front door, and I'm just snuggled in the house. I got food, I got electricity, I got water. I'm
Yeah,
good to go.
good to go.
That sound like a Hallmark movie.
But it looks so beautiful when you're not used to seeing it, and then
Yeah.
it comes down. I mean, we didn't grow up with it, so Christmas was sometimes hot, or it was, it wasn't really snowy in Georgia. So I love to see it when they have these big stars. Oh man, that is so awesome. I know
Yeah.
they're having fun. I'm thinking about the kids because I wish I was a kid and had it, but I didn't. Yeah.
Well, I remember one year we had, well, like I said, we lived in the country. It snowed so bad
Mm.
until we made tunnels to get out of the house.
Oh no.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Oh, that snow drifted. It drifted when the wind. Oh,
So you
I
had to
think
walk in 3 feet of snow?
it was more than 3 feet of snow. It was more than 3 feet of snow. I told you
Nah,
we.
you know, met me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the windows, the bedroom windows, me and my brother got in trouble for it because we opened the window and we made a tunnel in the snow. Going trying to climb out the window, we had to dig a tunnel to go outside. That snow was so deep until you couldn't. And it took like what? Maybe a week and a half before it all melted down and stuff.
That'd have been
Oh
man,
man.
that'd have been me and my little brother. We've been making an igloo outside. My
Yeah.
parents would have been looking for it, like, wait a minute, in the
Well,
igloo.
And then y'all would have got killed.
but to see the weather was so cold until it was like you didn't want to go outside because that wind would cut through you like a knife, man. It was so cold. And then I remember one year when I lived in Mississippi too also. Now that I kind of fell in love with because that was my first time, well, second time being in a warm climate. Because I had been out to California. It was like 75 all year round down there. I was down there, San Luis Obispo, and I went down to San Diego, California. That was way back when. Way back when. That's been over 50 years. Because I can imagine how towns have changed since I haven't been there since.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sardis, they had a lake out there. It was called Sardis Dam.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going out there crappie fishing. Man, we caught the biggest crappie you ever seen. We go out in a boat and go fishing. That was my second love. Music was my first and fishing was my second. So.
Yeah, I used to like fishing too. I didn't do it a lot.
I did too.
Yeah.
As a child.
Yeah, as a child. We used to catch those little. Me and my little brother used to catch those little crappie, little bitty fish. And then, like when my dad and uncles and them go, I used to like that because I used to see the big bass, and I was like, oh, they'd be like, that's a brim. I didn't know the fish, but they would just tell us what it is.
Yeah, yeah. My dad used to take us every weekend when he got off of work. Though we went somewhere. We went out. We left that house. He said, "Mama been cooped up all this time, so we finna go." And I remember going to places like Starved Rock State Park up near Utica, Illinois. We even went to Milwaukee, someplace up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They had a damn polka party. So we're about 7 or 8 years old. We was out there dancing the polka, My daddy, like I said, he loved all people. He was Jamaican and he got along with everybody because he spoke a different language and he worked for a bunch of different people and he drove truck and he met people along the way, and that's how we got to travel and go places and do things with him. I remember going to the zoo as a child, Brookfield Zoo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
It's one of
still
the
do that.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest zoos in the city of Chicago. Then we go from there and we go to Lincoln Park Zoo, which is free. You didn't have to, you had to pay at Brookfield, but you didn't have to pay at Lincoln Park. I don't know if you pay now or not. So it's been years since I've been to a zoo.
And I remember carnival,
Yep.
Yeah,
carnival,
carnival.
circuses.
Hmm.
Yep.
Like
Exactly.
like
Those
I
were some good
said,
days, honey. Those were
it
some good
was some
days.
very good days. I got
Going to amusement parks.
Yep,
mhm.
we did all of that. I mean, growing up was it was a lot of love.
It was
You know what I mean? It was a lot
it
of
was a
love
lot
there.
of love, and you didn't hear of all that drama.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, things happened, but it didn't like it seemed like every hour on the hour somebody's doing this or somebody's doing
Somebody
that.
done shot
So,
somebody.
yeah, yeah. So
And it's
And
so
it's
rampant now.
not
You know, back
respect
then you didn't
anymore.
really hear about a lot of kids getting killed in school shootings. I mean, I
no,
didn't
you
even
didn't.
think about guns when I went to elementary school. Like, wait a minute, what? I didn't even know what that was in
Yeah,
first
we
grade.
tried to
Like,
go to
gun.
Yeah,
PE and recess.
That's it. I
yeah.
used to live to go get the monkey bars. I mean, come on. I was ready to push somebody off for them. That's how I was. I was bad, you know. Ready to go push somebody off, get in trouble. My daddy come up there with them church shoes on and long socks and stuff and pop me in the head and I'm gonna do it again next week. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just one of them children.
No.
Oh boy, but
Well,
those were some good days though. But
there
it
was some
is
good.
sad though. A lot of the I think about my grandkids and everybody else kids that have to deal with, you know, the school
Yeah.
shootings and you can't even go to
Word.
concerts anymore. Like it's the
No, you
grocery
can't. You
stores. It's
can't.
just so much.
Yes. You know what? I was thinking maybe this country ought to just go and say no more gun manufacturers in the United States. The only thing we're going to have guns for is for the military and, for the police officers, but they're not getting those special weapons no more. I would love to see if police officers could walk around like the Bobbies do over in England. You see what I'm saying? They don't carry guns over there. The only time you see them is when something really bad happens. You know,
Yeah.
but police officers and even firemen aren't safe nowadays.
Nobody is
And
really
they,
safe.
right, and I'm just wondering if the gun laws here in this country would change. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's at a toss up. Now you're scared not to have one.
Yeah,
But
true.
if everybody didn't have one, then how would this country be?
They
How
would
would
have
it
to
be?
learn to fight.
Yeah, that's exactly what we had to do. But I
Yeah,
just can't imagine living that way, you know. And like I said, I have grandkids, so I think about that a lot. Like,
yeah.
these schools and it's crazy. Like the
It is
kids bringing
crazy here.
drugs to school. Like I didn't even know people had drugs in the second grade. Like what is drugs? And they got it at school now. Like you selling candy and got drugs in it? Like what? It's just so much, you know. I know my daughter was telling me about a little girl that had brought some candy to school or something like that.
Hmm.
But it was laced with marijuana. I don't know if y'all knew about that story, but I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
Edible.
edibles. Yeah,
Yeah.
they like I said, the manufacturers of those kind of things, they make them in gummy bear shapes, and the
Yeah,
kids,
they do.
the kids
think
you
it's
look at it
candy.
think it's candy, right? They think
Yeah.
it's candy, and they end up eating it, and unfortunately, they'll land them in the hospital, and then they're looking at the parents like, oh, okay, so what were you doing? Where were you at when this child was eating all this stuff? You know.
That is true.
And then you got some parents that's giving it to them.
Well, yeah,
You got, I mean, you have some parents that instead of giving them medication and stuff, that's what they're giving them now.
yeah.
They're
Well,
giving
yeah.
them edibles.
I heard that one somewhere on the news too. I was looking at the news about
Well,
that.
one of my good girlfriends, she's a teacher. Well, she's a more than a teacher. She's like a principal over in
Hmm.
Atlanta public schools and stuff. And she was telling me when she was working with the younger kids, that she used to work in the worst neighborhoods in Atlanta, the poor, more the poor. It was like, she said they used to have alcohol. A little boy brought in some cocaine. It was in his backpack. He think that probably the daddy hid it. You know what I'm saying? And the little boy got the backpack, took it to school, and he had cocaine in it, like, a brick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I said,
He done picked up the wrong bag. He done picked up the wrong backpack.
and you know
Well,
what
that
happened with him.
yeah, it makes you wonder how these parents are watching their kids. Are they monitoring
Mhm.
them? Because like when that boy went in there in that school and shot that teacher, you know,
Yeah.
6-year-old kid with a handgun shooting a teacher. What
Yeah.
the?
Uh-oh. We lost her.
Oh, she'll be back up.
He'll be back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link for her again because I
But
know
that's crazy. I mean, that's crazy.
it is crazy. It is crazy.
And these people getting a hold of these guns and going up in the schools and shooting up people.
Okay. Yeah, I think she's back already.
Oh, okay.
I think. Well, she was. I'm gonna put the link back up there, post it back up there just in case. It shows somebody was in the back. But no, it's crazy how the world is today. And like I said, even listening to YouTube this week and last week and week before, it just got to me how people.
It did. It got to me as well.
Yeah, there's my
And I
little
just
environment.
cut it off.
Thank you for letting me back up.
Oh, you know I
Oh, okay,
would.
no problem.
I don't know
No
what
problem.
happened. I think I hit the phone and it went out. But yeah, I'm enjoying y'all conversation tonight. It's really, really helpful in mind, easily, thinking about all the good stuff y'all talking about. Oh, those memories are so awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They
In
are.
respect, it is like in respect that went out the door.
Oh God, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. I mean, because some of the things I see the kids do, and I'd be looking at them like, I could have never got away with that.
I
Never.
would have got it knocked out.
I
Well,
mean, my mom probably would have flew me through them darn clothes.
yeah.
If I
Well,
was in the stove and fall out, she gonna fall out with me. I'm just like, I
well,
don't know
let's
how to
face
do
it. Let's face it. It changes. Like how kids used to look at a lot of television and stuff,
Yeah.
and you notice. I remember watching TV programs with a husband and wife. They had twin beds. You see
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
remember those.
Yeah, I remember those.
And you never seen them sleep together. Well, they slept together in the room, but they were separate beds. But now you see
They
them
all you see it. You
sleep.
seeing everything
You
now.
seeing everything. Yeah, they sleeping together, naked, and the kids are looking at this kind of stuff too. So
But
you know,
anything goes now, though.
anything
Anything goes on
goes.
TV. Remember the TV shows we had was what? Bewitched. What is the other one? The
I
Matlock,
love Lucy.
things like that.
Yeah.
Now it's reality that has taken over, so anything goes.
But
I
see,
mean, literally.
that's reality though. To me, it's still scripted.
Well, to a degree, yeah, but you look at it the way they do stuff now.
Yeah.
It's just not like it was in the 60s and 70s shows. I mean, you think about Good Time, you ain't never seen them naked. Like, they
No.
didn't do stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
The
No, they didn't.
Jeffersons. I mean, you think
Yeah.
about all these old school, Fred Sanford,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially the
It's like
black
they
shows.
already had their kid. It's already.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
kids are grown. Some of them are grown in it. Some of them were. Except what was it? One show with Bill Cosby. Didn't Bill Cosby and them have another little child? Was it?
They brought in Raven Simone.
Yeah, Raven Simone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was what you call his daughter,
Yeah,
stepdaughter,
the sister,
Denise.
Denise daughter. Yeah, they brought her for her husband. That was her husband's daughter.
Uh huh.
But those shows were, you can watch those kind of shows, and those was like the 80s. But I mean, like the 2010 to now.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
those.
now. Yeah. You could. Yeah. And I can remember watching the Ed Sullivan Show. I
Yep.
watched Lucille Ball, Red Skelton.
Yep.
Let me go back a little bit. Gracie and George Burns and Gracie Allen. and Amos, even Amos and
And
Andy.
yes, that was my daddy's show too.
That
Yeah.
was probably my dad's show too.
Amos and
My
Andy.
dad and
Yes.
mom show.
My mom was into the westerns. Well, my grandma, they was
Yeah.
into the westerns. My grandma, that's all she ever
Well,
watched
yeah,
was westerns.
my dad was into the westerns. Mom was more of a soap opera fan,
Yeah.
My mom was too.
She
and
didn't do a lot of soap opera. She watched The Guiding Light back in the day, but she got her cowboys on. Man, that was life for her.
oh yeah, Gunsmoke, Half Done Will Travel, The
Yeah.
Rebel.
And
Yeah,
I actually sometimes go on AMC and watch it just bust
watch
out
them.
laughing. Because I used to talk about my mom watching it. I'm like, why are you watching that old stuff? It's so old, you know. But those are big
Yeah.
shows,
But
though,
when,
you know.
but when you were younger, you didn't notice certain things. But when you watch it as an older child, you be like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Or them cowboys always fighting and never lose a hat.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
And they just be shooting and be, you know how the little bullies now sound like a real bullet back then, like,
Mhm. Yeah. Sergeant Preston of the Yukon, Ren 1010.
yes,
F
Ren
Troop.
1010. Oh my God, yes. Yes. Oh, don't bring up my daddy's TV show. He used to love 2020,
Uh-huh.
60 Minutes back in his days, you know.
My dad likes Tom and Jerry and all them people, Flintstones and all that.
Yeah, you know the cartoons are different now.
Yo, they
yeah.
show this stuff. Now they cussing on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they cussing
Yeah,
and
Joyce
they
Bonanza too,
transforming
right?
into different humans and stuff. You be like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
I thought you was a man. No, it's a woman now.
Yeah. Bonanza was one of my dad's favorite shows.
Yeah,
with
my dad too.
big Hoss Cartwright and Adam and all them.
Yeah,
That-
Adam.
Yeah, but they had a little drama in their show too. Because you remember when Joe came to live with them? Joe was another. his daddy had been out gallivanting.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Was it Joe? Wait a minute, it wasn't little Joe. It was the other guy that came in. What was his name? Anyway, old man Cartwright was out there wherever he laid his hat that time.
Papa Rolling Stone.
Yeah, he was a Rolling Stone back in the Wild Wild West days.
Yes.
What is that children? I mean,
Yeah.
his half kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would watch Rawhide and
Oh God, yes, Rawhide.
yeah, with old Rowdy Yates. But
Which one was that they like in the beginning of the show? He was shooting that gun. Oh, was that gun smoke?
well, there's a couple of them. Gunsmoke, they had a gun battle. The Rifleman.
The
Rifleman.
Rifleman.
Yes,
That's
the
him.
Rifleman.
The
That's
Chuck
him right
Connors.
there. That's Granny Man right there, the Rifleman.
Yeah, we even had. I haven't had. My brother. They bought my brother and I a set of Rifleman rifles. Boy, we love those things. Ooh, we love them things.
Was y'all trying to do what he was doing?
Oh heck yeah, you could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it. You put the little rolls of caps in them.
Yep.
Oh, honey, what you talking about?
You remember them little things? They was red. They looked like what was those little things we used to put in those little pellet guns? They was like red, and then you could pop them. They sound like I forget what is it.
I
Do you remember what
don't.
it was?
I know what she's talking
what you
about.
talking about.
I remember them too.
Because
What we called them.
they were like a circle.
Yeah, they had little things like you could buy a little thing, you put it in something, and then you can shoot, but it like a little smoke. I can't think of what the pellets thing.
Mm. Yeah, I had some fun toys growing up. I got my first train set when I was 8 years old. My uncle bought it for us as a Lionel train set, and it actually
Lionel.
the Lionel that smoked. You
You
put a little couple of drops of liquid in it.
And
Man,
it smoke, yes.
and it smoke go around the track and be puffing and smoking. I said, hot dog.
My dad had he had a really nice one. Remember the Hess truck with the lights? My brother had one, and I sat on it. Yeah, I sat on that.
You done tore it up.
I did. I was one of them children girls. It was 4 of us, and I was the only
Joyce-
child that does stuff
Joyce
like
said,
that.
Joyce said firecrackers. No, Joyce, we didn't. I didn't play with no firecrackers, dear. That's one thing Mama never let us play with. Now we can go out for the 4th of July
Yeah.
and watch them shoot them off. But
But
far as
y'all didn't have your own.
we could not go out and buy fireworks at all.
No, you
We
couldn't do that.
we couldn't even buy them until we got 18. Really.
Yep.
No, we were able to get them, but we just couldn't shoot them out there by ourselves.
Oh no, we ain't none of that shooting them by yourself. Ain't nothing shooting them around grown folks either. Cause she took us to the park
I
and
love you,
watched
Kiki.
them.
I used to.
We didn't even have.
Oh,
We didn't even have, and we lived in the country, which didn't make no sense. You know why we had to drive 17 miles up to Kankakee to watch the fireworks. You know, so
oh, the way we play good.
yeah. So I had to. It is a long ride up there. By the time you got up there and they shoot off the fireworks, it lasts maybe a couple hours. And you drive all the way back home, and then you sleeping in the car, and then they wake you up. I was so, I was so tired. I was so tired. But those were fun times. They were fun times, and
No,
like I
I
said,
remember as a child, my sister and them would like to mess with the people in the family with them damn fireworks.
oh, see, that's when no. Who is that? I want to say it was one of my nieces. She lost her damn pinky finger messing with
Yeah.
fireworks. You know, I'm trying to think. Did she? Yeah. She didn't lose the whole finger. It blew the doggone fingernail tip off. The tip of the
Ooh.
fingernail off. Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah. So after that, no more fireworks from her family. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
it was like they would be shooting fireworks at each other. It's like, okay, y'all didn't realize how dangerous it was.
Well, like I said, kids do some silly stuff. I can remember standing on top of the roof of the house.
That was it. I had a brother. They used to ride from jump from roof to roof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have no roof to roof stuff. We just jumped down into a big pile of hay.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, jumped down into the haystack.
I was more of a tree climber. I used to get way up there, and everybody be like, "You coming down?" Nope. I was a tomboy, literally a real tomboy. So
Joyce asked y'all, do y'all remember the hair straightening combs?
Oh,
yes,
like I busted upside the head we were.
with that Dax grease, with that big old thick grease.
Yeah, Lord.
Every
I
Easter,
hated it every Saturday.
every
But-
Easter, my aunt used to burn my neck. She said, "That's that grease. Pull your head down."
Yeah, that grease get to
If he hit
popping.
you upside the head.
I believe it or not, I straightened my baby sister's hair.
Oh, no.
You did?
Yeah, with a hot comb. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like my mama taught me a lot because I didn't want to be outside. I didn't want to get my hands dirty. My dad, he liked working in the garden, working on cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought I was a little bit too good for that. So
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
he sent me. Yeah,
He wanted him.
No, he just I was bougie. I just didn't want to get greasy. I mean,
He was bougie.
mechanics used to call mechanics grease monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to
I had a
call
lot of uncles grease monkeys.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't be that. I couldn't do that.
Even when they eat them, they fingernails used to be so black. My girl would say, "Go in there and wash it again. Put your hand in my food." Grandma was strict about that food. Don't touch your food.
Yeah. We'll go in there and wash your hands.
She said, my uncle would be like, "I already washed it. You still got black, so don't you touch my food." So she ended up fixing their plate. They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't go back in the pot. No, that she didn't play that.
No.
Yeah, you
Mama
can't get
didn't
that
know.
oil out them fingernails.
No, she didn't play messing with
No, she didn't
my
play like
mama
that
didn't play
food.
messing with that food either, boy.
Grandmama
'Cause,
backhand you if you catch you
mhm,
messing with her stuff, even in the kitchen. I
I
just be
think
want to go
Oh
see what she
no.
doing. She said, "Go on out the kitchen and while I cook." I be like, "Grandma, I want to see." And she'll look at me. I'm like, "Let me go on out the door."
Before she gets you.
yeah, but that's how I learned to cook. Though I was in the kitchen with my mom because I didn't want to
Yep.
be outside, so I learned to cook, to sew, to wash clothes the proper way. Back then you separate the whites from the colors, as they say, and then you use that blue rinse in the clothes.
Yeah.
you know, so and then I learned to darn socks and sew on buttons on shirts and
Yeah,
even
I
iron
learned all of that. My sister
even
taught me that.
even iron on patches.
Yep. I got my guy friend brought some patches to my house and he had me ironing them things. Do you know I was ironing them and they was upside down like wrong? I said, "Oh," he said, "You don't know how to sew and all that?" I said, "Yeah, I grew up on this." I had to start all over because he had pants with holes in it that he worked in. And he said, "Put the
Mhm.
patches on." I just knew what I was doing. And I put them on the wrong side. I said, "Look at this." And when I tell you this was maybe like 3-4 months ago, like it's
Yeah, oh.
long. He said, "I might as well take it to my mom. You know, you feel bad, like, dang, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My bad."
yeah.
But
But I
yeah,
always told myself, well, I'm glad I did learn it because when I was married during the times, if my wife got sick or something, I could go in there and cook a meal or, do something around that house, because I just love, and I love cooking anyway.
yeah.
I've been learned to make my own homemade yeast rolls from
Mm.
scratch.
I be
Oh
looking at your food. I be like,
yeah, that be looking good.
I be like, what your food again? I be like, he gonna throw it down in the kitchen.
Yeah. So I like I said, I enjoy cooking when I feel like it. These last couple of weeks, I haven't been doing any cooking as much as I used to. So, but I will be posting stuff like that up again too. Like I said, a lot of people like that. I see, believe it or not, I get more views on my cooking than I do on my music.
Well,
And
I
so we keep
mean,
looking. I always be looking for food.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm serious. That one, I did a cooking video, and I'll be darned. Within 2 days, I got 900 or something views on it.
Yo,
I
cook
said,
that
"What?"
food be looking good, Miss
That
Lady.
food be looking real good.
Thank you, thank
We want to jump through the screen.
I know you don't cook. I think you had something. I think you had some collard greens or something you had made today. I leave that plate. I said,
Yeah, yeah. If somebody wants me to make them some corned beef and cabbage and some cornbread. This.
I'm smart at that. How far you is again? They be looking so good. You know, I just made this. I said, you made that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
And then you said
did.
you made some fresh rolls. I looked at them rolls. I said,
Yeah,
I know you bought them things at the store. But I
nah,
looked
there
at them.
was
I said, you made those.
no, there was.
that was they look so good.
Yeah, I said, honey, you cook with love, don't you? Because that stuff looking so good.
I just cooked. I just remember the way Mama used to things. Now my oldest daughter,
Uh-huh.
she's in turn vegan, but she can cook her behind off. She cooks just like my mama does, and it's like,
Oh
girl,
man.
yeah, she from scoop to nuts. Matter of fact, she's got one of her old recipe books because Mama used to have a lot of recipe books around. I remember having Betty Crocker cookbooks, and she get that woman's Better Homes and Garden. They had
Yeah.
recipes in them back in the day. So yeah, that's how I did most of my stuff. I looked at it and trial and error, and I haven't. The only thing I haven't made in a while is donuts.
Oh.
I got to make me some homemade donuts. I love making.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
But see,
Oh.
the only reason I haven't made them is because doggone it, what's the name is right up the road from me, Krispy Kreme. So, see, yeah, well, Krispy Kreme donuts. Hmm.
And them Krispy Kreme donuts be real sweet.
Yeah, I can't eat them no more. They too sweet.
Well, I'm still fortunate. I'll go get me a half a dozen. I remember a time I used to
I
eat
know they
them.
be good though.
Yeah,
They
they
be
so
good.
good, and especially with
Hmm.
a
Especially when
nice.
they first make them. Oh
Oh
my
yeah, when they
Hmm.
God.
hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Give me a cup of coffee, and man, oh man, I'm in
Ooh.
seventh heaven.
Yep.
Well, I bet you don't take your blood sugar afterwards.
You sure better. That's why I don't eat them no more.
Now you don't, because it's gonna be you ain't even gonna register.
No, I don't. So far, knock on wood, I haven't had to worry about. Well, my blood pressure, it's funny anyway. I contributed to my daddy and mama because they were a mixed couple. She was a black woman, he was a Jamaican, so I turned out to be a mutt. So something got to be wrong with me, some kind of way. So, Joy says she's tried them. She don't like them. They're too sweet.
They
Well,
are too
yeah,
sweet now.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
are.
Mm.
They just like
But they
a hunk of sugar. Mm-mm.
Really? Mm.
I
oh
can't
yeah.
do it.
I haven't had any in a couple of. Well, when's the last time I went to Dunkin' Donuts? Well, hell, it's almost been a year. It's almost been a year because the price went up on them. That's one reason why I didn't go
Thank you.
back.
Thank you. So
Everything
they
went up.
everything that went up. So
Mm,
they used to be 59 cents.
yeah, buddy.
They a whole dollar or something.
Yeah, for one donut.
Yep.
One doggone donut, $1 or something, man, and
And
the dollar.
I'm the one that can't eat just one. So
Mm.
I'll be real disappointed.
Yeah, life has changed as we know it. Growing up as kids, I had it easier than y'all did. Y'all had it easy, but now it's hard. It is.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
is. It's a
it is
lot
hard.
going on.
Yeah, a lot going on in the world.
It is. And I think we just need to prepare everybody. Just prepare yourself and make sure you just I think as a race of people, I think we'll be all right if something do go down. We know how to survive no matter
Hmm.
what. But
Yeah.
I just like I think we will as a people. I think we'll be all right. We might be not used to it because we got spoiled now. But I guarantee you,
Mhm.
my people will know how to survive through the roughest of the rough. We'll make a way, some kind of way. You know?
Yeah, we always made a way.
Yep.
You know, even when families were, I can remember, like I said, having block parties and stuff for families when they couldn't
Yep.
pay their rent and
The
all
rent
that.
party.
Yep.
Yeah, rent parties, right? So we came together then, but
Yeah.
a lot of things happened that really divided drugs and
It did. It tore when the cocaine came in the playground in the 80s, it just tore a lot of
yeah,
stuff up.
it tore that coke and crack
And I even
cocaine.
remember as a child when people was sick and all that stuff, how they would get together and take the food and all that.
Yep.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep. They did that. I remember them days too.
Yeah,
Because I remember having to go with my grandmother.
yeah.
Yep. I don't know if y'all remember. Do y'all remember when we used to have when somebody died? This was like early 70s when they
Mhm.
bring the coffin, the stuff to the house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My dad was brought to the house
So
after
was one of
we.
my uncles, and I was telling my daughter that. She said, "That's not true. They don't do that." I said, "Yes, they did. They
Yes, they
brought it right
did.
to
Yeah,
my grandma's house."
my dad was brought home, and
Yeah.
Oh man.
yeah,
Like
and
he'd have been the only one there. I'm sorry.
You know, people come sign the
He
book,
would have
they
been
look at
the
the
only one
body,
there.
hmm
and they walk around, they sign the book, they look at the body, and the funeral service, they take the body back when it's over with. We
Yeah,
be like, I don't believe it. I said, it really
it
happened.
really happened. It sure did. Because
Yeah.
we dad was Catholic. Okay, so we had a Catholic funeral, Catholic type funeral at the church, and then we brought daddy to the house, brought him home, and he wasn't there for maybe an hour or so. People came to see him, and left their condolences with the family. Signed, as you see it, they signed the
Find
book.
the book.
Yep.
Hmm. Hmm. And they took him on, and he was cremated. He wanted to be cremated. He didn't want to be buried, so. Uh,
Mm.
my sister rode with him to the crematorium, and She's got his ashes to this day. So
Oh,
mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, that kind of hurt my heart when he passed away though, because that was a man of man to me. He sit down and talk to me, and I only got one whooping in my life from my daddy out of
down
all
the
them
pipe.
years of living. No, it wasn't for fighting. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. It was for stealing.
Oh,
Oh,
Because he said if I would, and well, the stealing was there, but I had lied to him about the stealing. So
oh
he
no.
actually was
oh,
two things: lying and stealing.
Yep. That'll get you. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Because he said if you lie,
you'll
You'll steal.
steal.
you'll steal, and you done stole. And the next thing you'll be wanting to do is kill somebody. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm
We had to
gonna
put a
get.
stop to it.
So
But
he
it,
go, so he gonna get you with that belt.
ooh, honey, hush.
Mm.
You, what you,
Ooh, not the
you,
belt.
nah.
Still feeling.
Well, it was the belt, but I didn't have no clothes on.
Oh no.
No clothes on. You
He
hear
tore
me?
you up, Mr. Williams.
He did. He tore my ass up. I go.
Was
He
he
tore my.
wet?
Yeah,
Oh Lord.
and see after he whooped my behind, it didn't even last a good 3 minutes. After
Woo.
after Mama seen what he did, oh, she cussed him out up and down. She got mad and she told him if you ever whoop my kids like this again, I will kill you.
That's
And I,
exactly how my mama used to be.
Woo.
My mama
mm,
played it about the bruising and stuff. She didn't do like my dad. He had that belt, yeah.
yeah, the belt, and yeah, belts would leave webs on you. But like I said, I didn't have no doggone clothes on. I was butt naked, like I came in the world. Boy, I tell you what, you couldn't get me to steal nothing or take nothing from nobody. And what made it so bad, I stole it from my mama. That's what
Oh,
even
that's
made it
what got
worse.
you.
Right.
That's what got you.
He beat you for the mama and for
And
doing wrong.
go ahead.
All because I wanted a funky pair of roller skates. Shit, I don't want to skate nowhere no more after that.
I bet you didn't want to do nothing. Like I wouldn't even take a dime if I found it on the floor.
I was, don't you know it?
Okay.
I'd be afraid that he gonna leave the money around just to see if I would pick it up.
Yeah, he gonna test you.
Mm, no, if I don't have the bruises, the switch now. Let me tell you,
Oh,
we had a willow tree outside too in the yard, in our
Oh,
front yard. Mama go tell us, go get me one of them willow switches. No, bring me 3 of them.
yep.
woo.
She sit there and talk to us and be braiding them damn willow switches up.
Ooh,
You know you was about to die.
them some memory.
Boy.
I'm gonna jump out my seat. Come on, time. So my little, I was a bad one. So I got tore up all the time, at least twice a week. I was so tired of getting beat up. I said, I'm so tired. I'm tired. But I
Yeah.
keep doing stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's see. She remembers a young man getting his butt whipped in front of the class at school. I got that too.
Woo. I got that.
Hey, was you in
Woo.
my classroom, woman?
If I saw my daddy looking through that window, I said, okay, I'm finna get it. I know I'd be cutting up though. I ain't even gonna lie. I just knew eventually he coming. Cause I'm talking, I ain't gonna stop talking. I ain't gonna stay in the seat either. I ain't gonna do none of that. But when he
Yeah.
come, I sit down there like I'm doing something. That didn't work. He grabbed me in the classroom. Ooh, I
I
used to
got
hate those days.
I got my whooping for playing hooky from school.
Oh
Did that too?
Lord.
Yeah, Mama came to the school and got my butt. She waited till the next day because she already knew I played hooky. I thought I got away with it.
If
Man,
somebody told on you, the neighbor probably told on you.
no, the school told it, but
Oh,
she act like it did nothing happen. The next day I went to school. It wasn't even 35 minutes. Here come Mama walking through that door with that belt in her hand. Told the teacher, I'm finna whip his ass. I know he wasn't here with you yesterday.
oh,
The teacher said, "Look, go ahead on." He just threw up his damn hands like, "Go ahead on."
Yep.
I was so mad at that damn teacher, boy. And then everybody in the class laughed at me after I got my ass whooped. I was mad. I was so mad. Ooh.
But you know what? At the end of the day, you still have another day to go play. Some of these kids, they can't, they don't make it to another
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
they're 14 and 15 years old, and that's their life right there. You know.
Yeah. Well, sometimes disciplining a child
Mm-hmm.
is necessary, but
Yeah.
like you said, some people don't know how to discipline a child. You know,
True.
I thought my daddy whooping my ass with that belt was the ultimate.
Me
But
too.
but then when I think about it, I've seen some parents take their fists and knock bust side the head, yeah, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
we didn't do all of that.
Flipping cards and
mm, mm.
But it's like the kids are killing the parents and the parents are killing the kids. I don't know if y'all remember the story with the two twins that killed their mom. It happened in
Yeah. Oh
Atlanta.
yeah. Yeah. Oh
Okay, I was
yeah.
really close with their mom.
Wow.
So when it happened, it brought back memories and tears because I remember when the little girls was little, I used to take them to the candy lady. Like, was a little store. There used to be about a hair salon. I go over to the store, and she was like, "Take the girls over there. We go over there and get some candy." And they were like 5 or 6 years old at the time.
Right.
And he would bring them back over there to the hair salon and then sit them down. You know, they was just, I mean, it was the most cutest little girls you ever want to see. And it just hurted. I think it just hurted the whole community to see that because Nikki, she was a good person, you know what I mean? And she just had trouble with her daughters. It's like, I mean, I don't want to say it's Satan, but it seemed like Satan was just riding their back, like kill.
Yeah.
And they used to do a lot of things to her. She, she had to give them away. And, grandmama got them. And, I mean, it was so much like, how do you have that much hate and hell in you for your mom? I couldn't understand that, and I still don't understand it to this day. Even though the girls, it was a lot that shocked us. I mean, because we all was together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they stabbed her to death. Like, you got to be evil to just sit there and stab your
some
mama.
mama. Yeah. Well, and then this mother, where was it, down in Texas, stabbed her kids to death.
Yes.
Man.
My heart just. Did you hear about the man that? It happened a while ago. I think he was here in Texas too. The man that shot the wife and drowned the girl in the bathtub. The 6-year-old, like what? I don't know. She was sick, a little girl, and you put her in the bathtub and drowned her. I think the spirits, these Satan spirits, they everywhere because you have to be really Satan to just sit there.
Yeah, you have to really be demonic.
Something is
That's
wrong.
all it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And people are, like I said, yeah, it does. It makes me sad when I hear stuff and look at stuff on the news. A lot of times that's why I won't. Well, I have to look at it because it's instilled in me to look at it.
It actually, Mr. William, it actually depresses me. It
really
does. When I was on the bed thinking about that, I can't. I mean, I'm super empathic. I can't handle stuff like that. I'd be mad. I'm like, because it just weighs on my heart. I'd be feeling bad for those kids. They didn't have a chance. I'd be like, how did you be so cold blooded like that? I mean, just want to go and fight them and just grab them and like, don't you ever do this again,
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to hurt kids,
To hurt, yeah, it is. And to see parents now just throwing their kids away for nothing. I mean, for what? You mad because you can't get out there and party like you used to, or you can't go out there and shake your butt at the club and all that. No,
it's just so sad.
It is sad. It is really sad.
And I get so.
But I keep remembering. I keep remembering this world belongs to the devil.
Yeah.
We just have to walk, as they say, walk by faith.
Yeah.
And, and lean on the good Lord.
Every day, pick up that cross and walk daily with it.
Yeah.
We have to.
And we're all gonna stumble along the way because Jesus carrying his cross, he stumbled.
Yeah, he said, pick up your cross daily.
Yeah.
You gotta
So
know, you gotta believe, because the world is
yeah,
full of demonic entities, and they everywhere.
everywhere. And the things that we're doing as human beings,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't do it, but still he knows that we're gonna, everybody messes up every once in a
Yeah.
while. But just to make a habit out of it or a ritual out of it, no.
I think it's something when somebody say they kill somebody older or babies and stuff like that. That's something that's in you. That's not something that people just pick up and say, I ain't gonna do it no more. No, something is wrong to kill a
Yeah,
baby, a
it
child.
it is something
It's
wrong with
something
that part.
mentally wrong there. This just not something normal you think about. I mean, yeah, I think about, okay, I went to the store and I picked up some candy and I ate it and I still actually stole the candy, right? I got that. I'm gonna get in trouble. I may do it again, but I ain't killing nobody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Some those are things that I can understand, but just downright killing a child just because you ain't got nothing else to do. You were bored that night? No, I can't. I can't deal with that.
Or
No,
you done got mad.
Yeah.
You
well,
got mad
yeah,
at somebody. It's like, come on now.
Mad at the woman because she don't want you no more.
No more.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Well,
mad
yeah,
at the
that
man because he
happens.
don't want you
Yeah.
because he
Mm,
don't want no kids and all that stuff. And then you go kill your kids.
But these people, I mean, if you look at it today, they post this kind of stuff on social media, and you be sitting there like, don't you know you're gonna get in trouble? They don't care though.
no, they don't care.
You'll
They
never
don't.
see your child again and stuff like that. You be sitting there like, what's wrong with these people? I don't get it. I don't.
Well,
And
like
then
I
so that kids can see it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's other little kids to be watching the internet and stuff like that. Like I said, nothing's sacred no more. You know, even coming up, I never knew about ladies unmentionables during that time of the month. I never knew about that stuff until I got
Right.
old enough to have, then I was
Right.
told about it. You didn't see that kind of stuff on TV. Now it's
No.
everywhere. They're walking around in their panties and bra on TV. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So how is a man supposed to have respect for that kind of stuff?
It's hard
Yeah,
because
it's
there's,
hard.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
then
not a
too,
respectful person.
and then too, you hear them on YouTube. They're calling each other bitches and hoes.
Yeah.
And all this vile, disgusting things,
Mhm.
and you just want to. I had to get away from it though. When
Yeah, I do. I can't watch a
I
lot
do
of that
too. I
stuff.
can't watch a whole lot of
I go into certain rooms, but when it gets to that point where it gets so graphic, and bye, I can't do that.
yeah. They
I
talk
can't let that in my spirit. Some of that stuff I just can't. I'm not
like,
on here a lot, but I can't let a lot of stuff in my spirit.
mm-mm. And then you hear them talking about sexual acts that they do.
Oh my God.
And
You
it
know,
just,
I don't
like,
like
come
it
on
when
now.
women do that. I don't like it. I don't know if
mm-mm.
it's just me, but I just think a woman as a lady, especially of my age and stuff, we should have a little bit more decorum about ourselves. We just don't do
Yes,
that. You
yes,
know?
yeah.
But some
I,
people, they just talk about the whole everything they
everything,
did the whole
right.
night and what he did to him, and I be like, oh my
Oh my
God.
God, yeah. It's time for me to get out of that stuff.
Yeah, it's just too much. And these be like 40, 50-year-old, 60-year-old women. I be like, why are you explaining all of that to these kids? Like,
And
disgusting.
believe you me, as sure as they can sit up there and talk about it's not made for kids, some kids gonna get that kind of stuff somewhere,
It ain't
some
made for
way,
me.
somehow.
It
Yeah.
ain't made for me.
I'm with you, Gail. Too much.
No, too
I just
much.
cringe when I hear, oh, my man is doing this to me and you 40 and 50 years old. What you mean? Ain't nobody got no business to know that.
And it really, that's my whole point. Why is you going around telling people what I do to you anyway? Yeah,
Like,
that kissing and telling stuff.
oh my
No.
God, we are too old for that. I feel that we are too old for that. Maybe some of the kids like 17, 18, 20, 25-year-old. I leave it to them. But when you 40, 50, and something 60,
40,
Right.
50, and 60, right. It,
no.
yeah, it does get
Your
a little,
conversation should change with age, you know?
yeah, but they
But
don't.
that comes with maturity.
It does. That's why I
And
said it needs to
every
change over here because a lot of people over here, and not just in this sector, in a lot of places, their mind is still of a child. Like they stuck at 18 years old. Like you ain't you 55?
Well,
What?
like
Yeah,
I said, as I got older, I didn't want a sports car. No, they
yeah,
say when men get old, they go into their second childhood.
yeah.
I don't think
I mean,
so.
I understand that part, but you just not putting all your business out here, what you did to your lady friend and
Oh
how
no,
y'all
no,
did it.
no.
I mean, that's just
Mm-mm.
disgusting to
It
me.
is
Like, don't
disgusting.
do that.
I don't like being around guys that talk that way.
And I
No,
don't
man,
even
I
know
got to.
any, but I just hear it on YouTube. I'm be like, what?
Yeah,
And then
yeah, you
the
do.
sad part, when I do hear it on YouTube and the women, they be laughing and giggling and, oh, he's so crazy. I be like, what? I can't
Mm.
even entertain that. Like, I gotta get out of here. This is below
Well,
me. I'm sorry, it is.
yeah, it makes me wonder though. Women say they want a man for this and that, to do
Mm-hmm.
this and that, but then again, when they get one,
Yeah.
it's like,
They don't know how to
Unfortunately.
appreciate.
well, no,
I
I ain't
was
gonna.
raised that my conversation should be always chase. So chase conversation. The lady knows when to talk and when not to. You know what I mean? Certain things
Yeah,
you don't say and you
yeah,
just don't blurt out. Like,
yeah,
you have to know how
it's
to carry yourself.
carry
And some
yourself.
of the ladies, and
Mm.
I don't knock them. I just feel bad because I'm like, what kind of home training did you have to come on here and say all these things? Like, and they be graphic too. I'd be like, wow,
Yeah,
really?
it's definitely a turn off, dear. It's
It
definitely a
is.
turn off, Gene. It's definitely Jingle, but it's definitely a turn off for me because
Yeah.
I even if I go at my age, when I go out and I see a young woman and her breast is hanging all out of her shirt and all this, and she got coochie cutters on, and
Yeah.
it don't do. I ain't gonna. No,
Yeah.
no. I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that.
It's just a lot. I mean, it's just the conversations, and I just think the conversation needs to be, a lady always supposed to be like a private, she need
Right,
mystery about herself. And I don't
right.
see that. I'm
Well,
like,
it's
y'all
a lot.
tell everything, don't you?
Yeah, there's no imagination left at all.
No.
No.
It's
So,
like the lack of no respect. It's
mm.
like no respect for yourself.
Well,
It's like
it's not that it's lack of no respect. It's just that's the way everybody's acting. You see what I'm saying? The clothes that they're making nowadays, it has sexual connotations to them and
Well,
wording
they
and
do for young, but I'm saying for like the younger crowd. But I am talking about ladies
yeah, some
that's
older
older
ladies
ladies.
that
I'm
wear
in
that
my
kind of.
50s.
up in
Okay,
there
so I'm talking
buying the
about the
same
older ladies.
clothes.
I done seen some older ladies, honey, with splits up to their hips. You hear me? So, like I said, it don't make no difference. They still get out there and show that
I
behind.
know that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really
Mhm.
know them like that, but I mean, I see it and I'd be like,
Yeah,
well, if I was to
yeah.
walk in my mama's house like this, she's like, where your clothes at?
Ask
As a
them to go,
child, when I was
ask
15 and
them to go
16, I
change
did
their
wear the little
clothes.
cutoff shorts and stuff. But I
Yeah.
was always, I was a kid, a child, teenager.
Mm.
But as I got as a woman and got married and had a family, I can't do all of that no more. You know what
No,
I'm
you
saying?
can't.
No,
No, you couldn't do it. But there's some women that still run around.
they
They
do.
they show they behind and they got kids in the house. You see
They
what I'm
do.
saying? So it's like
They
no.
got kids in the house. They got
Yeah,
different men's coming to the
men.
house every night. I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, and you want them around your child? I don't trust people these days at all.
Well,
I'm still calling.
no.
My daughter is married, and they kids are about, she got a kid by her husband. And I still be asking questions. Who that is over y'all house? Because I got grandkids. She said,
Yeah.
"Mom, these are people from the church. I don't care." She's
I don't
like,
care. Yep, you
Hey,
like
they do
me.
stuff too.
them the
Yep.
main ones, the more that be talking about church.
They do stuff too.
Good, please. I come out of a church. I know them things. Woo.
Yeah.
And them ladies and the deacons and the pastors and the
Them
pastor and all that
concubines,
stuff.
girl. Them concubines. They don't. And you know what? It don't even matter. They don't mind being the side lady in the church. I said, they like she the first lady. I'm his first. I'm his concubine and stuff. And you okay with that? I said, girl, okay, do you? And I had one
Well,
because I used to attend Bishop Eddie Long Church. So
oh, okay.
Whoa.
I've seen it firsthand. Okay.
And
I've
I've
seen it
seen
firsthand.
it where the wife was on one side and the
Mistress was
ex-wife was
on the
on the
other.
other side.
Oh, well, I don't know, because it depends. It depends on what they were doing. Now, if he's still messing with the ex-wife,
He
Yeah,
messed with
they was
everybody.
still messing with each other.
oh well, see, no,
Especially the
that
pastors, the ones that be in the church and don't got the children pregnant. Be like,
no,
pastor got a baby
no,
by one of the people. What? They're like, okay, this ain't the church for me. Y'all got too much going on in this church. I'm gone. I
yeah,
can't do it. I'm telling you now, I do not sit in church. That's when I look at the leaders, not the people, but I'm looking at the
right,
leader,
yeah,
the
then
man
let.
that's going to preach to me. If
Mm-hmm.
what you preaching to me don't keep you,
Excuse me.
I know it ain't gonna work for me. I can't sit in here under you. I need to get somewhere where I can get it. You know what I mean? And you're gonna
Yeah,
hold a standard because if you're a pastor, you are
yeah,
holding to that standard.
yeah.
You
We
know
had.
what I'm doing. I
Well,
ain't fixing
we had a pastor like that here in town, boy. Oh man,
They
dude.
everywhere
Yeah,
though. They everywhere.
yeah, they're everywhere. And what made it so ironic, he could sing. Now, this man could sing, and when he cut loose in church, all them sisters would
Oh
go to.
Lord.
Oh, they probably was spending our hard.
Yeah, yeah. They forgot
And
they
them
went.
pants and everything else probably falling off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they forgot they went in church. Yes, they did.
Oh my goodness. But you know
Wigs
what?
on the floor.
Yeah, I went to this church. It was years ago when I had to be covered up, like from neck down. Like I wasn't able to show any thighs, ankles, arms.
Yeah.
You had to be covered up. And I went to
Holding
this
his,
church and I was there for like 2 years, but I learned how to be modest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I didn't stay there because I got into it with the people, but it was I learned how to be modest and learn how to present myself when I'm coming into the house of the Lord, even though I grew up that way.
Right.
But
Right.
I just because now I feel like today I know women go to church with pants on. To this day,
Yeah.
growing
Yeah.
up in my from my grandmother and all of them, I couldn't wear pants to church as a girl.
No, you couldn't. You didn't see. You didn't see all that
And I
pants
still
wearing
can't
and
do it
stuff.
to this day. They like, you grown now, so I know, but I still don't feel right. I can't do it. I can't.
Well, it's what people instill within you. Like I said,
Yeah.
I've never tried not to get out there and talk about a woman I have been with in my present, past,
Yeah.
or even if I have one in the future. But
Right.
I got one now, and I don't like speaking upon her that much because other
Right.
people look at me
Yeah.
and look at her, and they'll be, well, why is he, why is he this or why is he that?
Because everybody want to know.
Because I'm an old man.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing, because I'm an old man and nobody has respect for older gentlemen. They think a man forgets to be a man even though he's
Now,
old.
that's what I don't understand. Because I'm like, as a man that's your age, you're like my mom age. And it was always a matter of respect. I don't even know how you not respect a man. I don't know. I guess it's like you said, it has to be something in you, grow up with,
I never.
Because I've heard
I heard
somebody
my
cussing
dad.
you out, and I'd be like, my heart be dropping. I'm like,
My heart
Yeah,
be dropping too.
yeah. I
Like,
mean, and when I look at it, when I listen to him, it's like, well, okay, I could lower myself to your standards, but I'm not
yeah.
going to do it. Once in a while, now I have cut loose on here. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
about
I've
it.
heard you cut loose, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have cut loose, but then after I do it, I feel so bad. I say, why'd you do that? Why'd you have to lower yourself to their
yeah.
standards?
Some of these people are pushing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. She says the pastor always brags about their kids going to college. I'm like, here we go again. Yep.
And them kids the worst ever.
Oh, they don't. Never mind. I grew up with some pastors' kids. Trust me.
Well, I'm actually a niece of a pastor.
Yeah.
I'm the
Mm,
niece of a pastor, and I know how my cousin will act.
Yeah, I know
yeah,
about them pastor kids. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I've
And
had
then
quite a
when
few of them
people
at my
find
house because
out
they
that
come to
you
sleep
are
over
a pastor's
with my daughter.
niece and stuff like that, they look at you as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yep.
Mm. Yeah,
Mm.
it's interesting. Life is so interesting. When I look back at my life, I can say, "Damn, if they made a life story out of this, boy, it probably would. I'd probably be a millionaire."
I say
But
the same thing. I said, all you need is just a little glimpse into my life for about the first 10
Thank
years
you.
when I got married. You'd be like, wait a minute, what? You went through what? How did that happen, girl? So I got a
yeah,
story to tell.
Mine started in grade school when my voice changed on me, and ever since then, I'm not gonna say it's been downhill because that's a lie. Because it went uphill for me when it
Yeah.
when it came to certain things. But
Yeah.
my life has been. I've had my fun. I've had my good days. As that song say, I had my good days and I have my bad days. But my good days always outweigh the bad ones. So
Yeah.
always,
It is, but
yeah.
it's a blessing to be able to meet a person that uh that's older, like anybody like in their 70s and stuff like that, because they've lived, and
Hey,
we're
good
trying to
evening.
get to that point.
Good evening, watching from Cloud Nine. How are you doing, dear? We're just having a grown folks discussion, as they say, or should I say, old folks discussion? Old
Okay,
folks.
old folks discussion. Ain't no children in here.
Yeah, no, no. They outside playing.
You sure right?
Yeah, but
Hey, Miss Brown, baby, have y'all ever played hide and go seek in the dark?
Yes. I done play hide and go fill on my butt and all that crazy
So,
stuff.
I
And you be wondering who touched you and stuff as a girl. You be like, who touched my butt? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. The boys used to love to play like, so they'll be like, how many girls playing? We'd be like, 5. It's 7 of us. Well, the boys used to love to come. We play hide and go seek with them.
yeah, yeah.
End
We
up getting in
did.
trouble.
We did. But
Yeah, y'all them boys was managed back then. My daddy said, my grandma used to tell us, don't let that snake crawl in your grass. I'd be like, okay, grandma. Oh, grandmama had it in. She like, don't let that. That's all they want to do is crawl.
Mm.
I said, okay. At first, I didn't know what she was talking about. I said, they got snakes down here, grandma. Girl, I don't know nothing about that, but she used to tell my sister that they was only make up now. Yeah, this how them boys do. Them little snakes, they run in the grave. You don't see them, they just pop up on you, and a little head will come out. She used to talk to us like that. I was like, oh, they got snakes out here. Yeah, when I found out what I was listening to, I said, oh, I'm the
Oh,
grass,
okay.
and
Now,
those are the snakes.
oh, okay.
I could, and then she said, I said, well, you the one got the grass. And I'm like, I got grass. I'm telling you, you ain't lost.
You like this snake was crawling a lot. You got 9
Oh Lord, watching from Cloud Nine sounds like you were hiding to go get it, Brown baby. Oh Lord.
I didn't know what it was, so I was sitting up there. And then my aunt, but when I found out about it, I had an aunt that was pregnant. I said, "Oh, she let a snake crawl in
Snake
her
crawler.
grass." I was like, "What?" I sure did. I didn't know at first. I had to get hip to it. I said, "What she mean?" My mom used to have some crazy analogies, but now they all make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense when you listen to
But
it.
I remember my grandmother used to talk about don't let that boy kiss you. You gonna get pregnant. I
Oh
said,
yeah.
"Who this big thing?"
You know, I still tell my daughter that she got 2 kids. I said, I don't want to see that. She gonna end up pregnant. She said, Mom, married. Oh yeah, that's a forget. She said, I don't know why you carrying great grandmama old ribbon. I said, that's just to tell us.
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't know. Don't let that boy look at you. You gonna get pregnant. I'm like, that, and that's how you got to. You was scared to do
Girl, it was
anything.
always something pregnant or it was always something because I was the fast one out the family. So, I always liked the little boys anyway. So she had to talk. They had to talk to me because I'm going down the hill where the boys at. I
Yeah,
was just
you.
fast. I was one of the little fast little girls and stuff. And Grandma said, I come back in. Grandma said, where you been down that hill? Oh yeah, I was playing. I said we were playing. You know how you used to have them old tires, and you get inside them and they roll
Yeah,
down the
roll
hill.
down the hill. Yeah.
Used to do that. And she said, "I ain't see you in no tire." Just go on and shake my head. I said, "I was in the tire, Grandma." Grandma, I used to think I was getting over on Grandma. Grandma went stupid.
No, no, what? None of them stupid, boy. Because I came home many a nights before the sun come down, and then I called myself sneaking back out. Shit.
got in trouble.
Sure did. Sure did.
I didn't know that they was watching that hard, but Grandma used to tell us, "Honey, ain't nothing you doing I ain't seen before. Ain't nothing new under the sun." I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
Yeah.
"No,
that ain't
you
nothing new
don't know
under the
what I be
sun.
doing." She said, "I had my first child I was going on 13." I said,
Mm.
13? You know, that's back then. But that was in the 20s. So she got married. I said, "You got married at 13?" She said, "Yeah, we was able to get married back then." At
Mm.
13? She said,
Hmm.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
my husband, he was 19. I said, "That's
Yeah.
right."
That.
Society.
Yeah.
But it
But
wasn't back in
mm,
1920, 1916.
16s, all that's kind of no. They didn't think of it that way. You know.
No, you
Mm-mm.
pregnant, you get married.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That what they call that shotgun wedding.
Shotgun. My grandmother
Oh,
said
and
she
some
got
of
her
them was
first
even
child.
12 years old
Yeah. My grandmother was
when
12
got
when she had her first
married.
child. Going on
Yeah.
13, and she ended up with seven. She had 17 kids.
Woo wee. That.
Yeah. And two or three died before they died at birth. And then,
Wow.
the rest of them made it. But some
Yes.
of them are
That's
going on now, but yeah.
that sounds like a friend of mine. It was 14 of them.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So
Grandma
that was
was,
every
I said,
time
"Grandma, you were fast."
every
She said,
time she looked
"I'm
at him,
married."
she got pregnant.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Every
She.
time she looked at him.
But we didn't think about it that way, though. We didn't think
Mm-mm.
about
She didn't.
families were big. If you didn't have a big family, something was wrong with you.
Yeah.
If you didn't
Cause
have a
my
big
mom,
family,
cause my grandmother had 9 children, and my
Mm.
dad's mom had 9 kids.
That shit, wow. Yeah. That's
well,
my mama. Because on my dad's side, it was only four of them. My
yeah.
dad and his two brothers and sister. But my grandma was fast.
That's why she could tell you
She knew.
Take-
It seemed like she just. It seemed like her or either my mom knew all my plans. Like I said, I'm gonna do this. I'm going. And my mom just look at me like, "You going well?"
yeah.
It's like, how do you even know I'm finna go do something wrong? Like, how do you even know this? Or if I'm finna sneak out the house, what made you get up other nights you sleep? Like, it seemed like she just knew,
she already
just
figured that
waiting on
out.
me to do it.
Well, we didn't allow our sister, my older sister, really anyway, because the baby girl, she wasn't old as we were when we were coming up. But my older sister, could nobody come around her. We got the
Oh,
worst. We got the worst damn whooping by my mama. We had our sister out in a little red wagon, me and my brother, and people would walk by and look in the, ain't that cute? He said, "Get away from my sister." We called him an MFer.
y'all out there out
We
there
out there cussing. Yeah,
cussing.
we out there cursing.
That one
And
got
mama,
y'all.
mama heard that, said, "Boy." But see, my daddy cursed a lot too, though.
So,
So that's another thing.
so
He,
y'all just repeat what he
well,
said.
we kind of followed in his footsteps. Now, when we know he was cursing, because when he get mad, he's get to speaking his Jamaican talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and by me, after I got into high school, I started looking up some of them words he was saying, and then it was like, oh,
With them words.
ooh, Daddy didn't say that. Yes, he did too.
Yes, he did. And he meant it too when he said it.
Hmm.
Yeah. My daddy was more strict, or like Air Force strict. So
Yeah,
everything has to be like kind of perfect with him.
yeah,
So when
yeah.
him and my mom got divorced, honey,
Oh,
it
I
was like a
bet
whole
y'all was
nother.
out
It
there,
was
wasn't it?
nobody but me. It was a whole nother child reborn. Like I just, it seemed like Say was reborn because I did everything in under the sun I could think of doing. Whew. My daddy literally had to come back to the house because I was so out of control, and I was the only one out of control. It's like, what's wrong with her? I don't even know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
I used to want to go sneak out the window or go out the back door or didn't go to school that day. I mean, I did some crazy stuff back then, child. I
Yeah.
made it though. Lord knows I pray every day. I said, thank you, Lord, for seeing me through
Yeah,
some of
me
them
too.
days.
That's what I look at now, man.
Yeah.
Because I think about the stuff that I did and
Yes.
with the people I done, and when it's like,
Yes.
Lord,
Yes.
thank you, because ooh,
Because I was supposed to be gone.
Yeah.
man,
I could have been a couple of times.
yeah,
I've actually ended up a long time ago. I was about 14 or 15. I wasn't supposed to be where I was at, but I was there. Me and my cousin, and it was some guys that was in a gang. And I ended up going over to the house, and one of the guys, he liked me, and I liked him, but he was too old for me. And he threw me in his room, threw me down on the bed and stuff, and I just was fighting. I'm like, stop, because I wasn't even sexually active. And I had to fight my way out of there. And my clothes was half on me. But I thank God, I said, thank you, thank you, thank you, because he could have took it and everybody else in there.
Mhm.
And I said, Lord's
What is
watching over me.
Joyce, I know I'm not going. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you meant Dovication, and maybe that's what she meant.
Oh.
Though, are we going? Any of us going to Dovication? No,
No, not
honey.
me.
No.
I don't do anybody vacations.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
No. There's too much water.
I don't even know what Adobe vacation is, but whatever it is, no, I ain't.
Yeah, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to neither vacation. I'm going to. I'm just going to sit back and watch the festivities.
And
Yeah, on
laugh.
YouTube.
Yeah,
That's all you gonna
Somebody
do
go
is laugh.
videotape.
yeah.
Now I know. I think Tracy said I have seen her, and I think she said she has one. I don't really watch them a lot. The people that I do come across, I said she got a cruise. Oh no.
Watch me clown that. Hell no.
Got
No.
her custom, boy.
I'm not.
I know that's right, Claire. Now.
No, like I said, it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot going on that. Any cation, it's gonna be a lot going on. Treesycation, Dovication, even Jay
Jay
Wilson.
Wilson Cation.
Yeah, he called that something else though. I don't even want to talk about that. But Juicy. Yeah. What? Wait a minute.
Juicy.
Juicy Cation.
Lord,
I mean, what you mean by juicy?
That's my point. That's exactly what I'm trying to come out. Not say it.
Oh, well, alrighty then, but I won't be there. Okay.
I know I
I'm
won't
gonna be
either.
at home. I'm gonna be at home, Cation.
Yeah.
I'll catch it whenever I log onto the internet and then see what people doing.
See what people.
I mean, it's really literally about 5 or 6 people that I actually visit, and of course, William, you one of my biggest ones I come because we adults
Well,
over here.
thank you.
We
Thank you.
family over here.
Yeah, thank you.
We're
Yes.
family over here.
And I do.
Yeah,
I mean, I do. And sometimes I catch it. I do like the little ones that I call Pizza my little. She like a little child to me, because she's so young, and I just laugh at her. I laugh.
No,
I have
the
to.
spaceship.
That little girl I be crying. She just be doing the most. I just like she just be running around the whole internet. I'd be like, what is this?
Yeah, she's a
just
troll.
funny.
She says she's a
Yeah.
troll. She admits she's a troll, and I do love her, and I
Yeah.
respect her too because even though she says she don't want no men up on her platform,
Yeah.
she got to forget
Yeah.
all those other guys are men.
They just
They're just not.
She don't want straight men.
She don't want straight. Well, how straight do you want me to be? I mean,
I don't know, but just not straight. How about that? Just lean a little bit, and then maybe you can go up to bend your wrist. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. No, I can't.
I know.
I can't do that.
When you say curb your feet.
No, thank you. There's
Yeah,
no
and see,
way.
I mean, I watch some of the stuff,
I
like when
mean,
they doing those big panels and they screaming. No, I can't
yeah,
be over that then.
me either. No, I have to
No,
I
be.
can go up there if it's just like her and one other person, but that crowd,
Yeah,
okay, bye, I
yeah,
gotta go. I can't
yeah.
do it.
I give her credit. She's consistent. I'll put it
Yeah,
that way. And I
she just
love it when
looks.
she tells something to get to laughing. That
Yeah,
laugh she's got has got me. It
I
throws me
think
for
it
a
is
loop.
because she's like a little fiery, like a little firebox,
Yeah,
and I just laugh because she don't take nothing serious. She just laugh, cuss you out, and keep going. I feel like
yeah. Like a little fire plug to me.
that's
I
what she
just
is, like a
now
little
what
spark plug.
I like about her is when she just say I'm messy and y'all know I'm messy.
Yep.
But like, look, I'm messy, I'm petty.
But
Y'all know
she's
who
a
I
smart
am.
man, so she got bots now, so they bots and
Mhm.
AI now. So
Yeah.
I just laugh at it. People be getting so mad at her. I like y'all
They
take
be
her
getting so
serious.
mad.
Yeah, it's like she don't
Yeah.
even care. Like she'll
No.
come back the next day and start back talking to you. I'd be like, I think I mean they don't cuss her out so hard. She just laugh. I don't care nothing about it. It's like
Mm.
wow.
She say she'll tell you she messy.
She
Yeah.
will. She will. I just laugh at her because I think she's like one of the youngest of people over here.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
I just
She
be
is.
laughing at her. She just
She
be
is.
running everywhere.
Her and Brianna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is and I'm so
Yeah.
proud of Brianna because
Yeah.
she's
I
going
watch her too.
she's
Yeah.
going back to school,
She's
which is
back
a
in
great thing.
school.
Yeah.
And then she got that offer from this guy. I don't know how it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
pan
saw
out.
that.
Yeah, how it's gonna pan out, how it's gonna work for her, but I hope her wish her the best on that and
Yeah,
every
that is gonna
endeavor.
be awesome.
It would be awesome if he can hook it up like he said he's gonna do. And I do know that Roku now is offering TV channels. You can go with Roku and they'll help you get up a TV station
That is
that you can
awesome.
put on stuff.
I wish them well because they are
Yeah,
young and
yeah.
inspiring. Do what you do,
Mhm, mhm.
Just a
And
few
then
of them here might watch.
she said yesterday she made a 90 on one of her papers.
She made a what?
A 90 on her paper in her class.
Yeah, I was excited because I
Uh,
like that. I mean, I like schooling. I've been back to school a couple of times, so, and I was just taking a test while I was over with you guys. So I'd
mm.
be proud of the young people when they
Yeah,
doing stuff.
when they do something positive like
Yeah.
that. That's what
And
we're saying. When they do something
congratulations to
positive.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be excited. I'd be like, get it. Oh, because I kind of
Yeah.
mentor those young kids. Like when I be around at work and stuff, I mentor. I'd be like, you can do a whole lot. One guy went
Oh
back to
yeah.
school to be a dentist, and he's 26. He said, you think I can do it? I said, get online and fly your school and go back. And he's been there a year now.
No, that's wonderful.
Congratulations.
I said, we
That's
got to
wonderful.
have some more leaders. Now I need y'all to get it together now.
Yeah, because the leader we got now, boy, I tell you.
I don't know what we got going on.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I hate getting into politics, but
I don't know what we got
She's
going
doing a
on.
whole lot. She's
this
doing
is
a whole lot.
this is the biggest mistake this country has ever made. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. I mean, they may get me for talking about the president, but
Or whatever. They talking about him too. They just ain't online talking about him.
They talked about him too.
yeah, but there's a time when you should just be sitting down on that front porch in that rocking chair and
That's
just
all he
rocking.
should have been doing. He should have been doing that 20 years ago. He got 111.
Yeah,
Okay, shoot, he should
yeah.
have been sitting out 30 years ago. He already 125.
Well, mm,
That man don't know if he coming or going. I bet if he turn around, he'd be like, where everybody went in front of you, turn back around. I don't. Mm-mm.
And
Something wrong.
him and the staff don't get along very well either.
yeah, yeah. Joyce said you need a higher power. Yeah, we all need a
Yeah,
higher
we all
power,
do that.
Definitely.
but we don't need that president.
That president, I think he's a little lost. I mean, it could be age.
You could. It is age. It is age, honey. It's dementia.
Dementia don't
Alzheimer's.
start.
Yeah, it is.
Dementia don't start setting in at 132.
Yeah, he's
He don't
got.
live long.
Nah, I had a friend that had dementia and Alzheimer's, and I know how they acted and how it. Because he used to go back. We have never been in school together, never in our lives. But he remembered me from Cobb School. I said, "Okay, Unc, You right. I used to, yeah, you remember we used to do this and that in school? I said, yep, sure do.
Yeah.
But that was his way. And then at times he'd be just as normal. What you doing over here, boy? What you nothing up. Came here to see how you was doing. Hey, I'm doing good. What you talking about? So yeah, it's a funny, it's a debilitating illness that
Yeah, my
Alzheimer's.
mom passed from Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
I got an aunt now that's in her last, she's in the last stages of Alzheimer's, and my dad, he passed away with it.
Yeah.
He had dementia. Yeah, it's kind of in my family.
Yeah, and I didn't know that it was that you forget a lot of stuff, even how to
Yeah.
feed yourself.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
my mom couldn't feed herself. She couldn't even walk.
Yep.
She couldn't even talk.
Yeah,
Yeah. My dad, he was in a nursing home, and he couldn't figure out which way to put his shoes on. And you're talking about a man that was top of his class as an Air Forceman. He was like, they got all kind of medals and write ups about my dad. But you see him to that stage. At his age, he was in his 60s when he died.
yeah. That's when Uncle Reuben was. He was in his 60s when he passed away, and it was like, man.
Yeah.
Mm,
My dad, I mean, he was like top notch Air Forceman. I mean, he was
yeah,
in there. Like, if you
yeah.
go to like the things that I have of him, all the medals and honors and things that he had, it's
Joyce,
wow.
Joyce, you being managed. She's talking about she played 1, 2, 3 every day. Oh, what you do? 1, 2, 3 red light. Oh, okay.
Not
she
one,
been
two, three red light.
she been cutting up in this chat tonight.
Yeah, I've been seeing Joyce, you got the gym?
She must have, from the sounds of it. She must have some. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. That stream y'all doing that, Joyce. Popping your comments back up there. I guess they want you to. I guess everybody wants to play 1, 2, 3 red light right now.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, y'all ladies.
That used to be the game back in the day.
Y'all ladies, come on. Oh,
Yeah, that
Simon
was the
said
game.
freeze and
Freeze
yeah.
tag.
yeah, freeze tag. Oh, I mean, I miss those days.
Yeah, I kind of miss them too, but then again, I
I mean,
know.
you grow. I mean, you miss like the things that you did
Yeah,
and how
nah,
much
I
fun you
miss.
had.
Yeah, nah, I know I can't get out there and play a full court of basketball with my grandson, but at least I can play half court. You see what
But
I'm saying? So,
at least you know it's you in your right mind and you know what a goal is.
Go.
That's the
right.
best
That's
thing.
the bad thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
you in your
true.
right mind, as the Lord will say, you wake me up in
Yeah,
my right mind. Amen.
yep.
Because that's a blessing to be.
Oh, she's talking about the lottery. Okay, dear one, you play 1, 2, 3 in the lottery. Oh, them some easy numbers. Have you ever hit on them? Yeah, they say 1, 2, 3 for the lottery. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about going to the casino this weekend, but then I was like, I don't know yet. I mean, if I go right up there or not.
I went, but nah. I lost that first 100 that quick. I said, no, let's get out of here.
It's time to go.
Look, again, what city are you in, if you don't mind me asking? I know you said Texas.
I'm in Houston.
Okay, you're further down. Okay. I'm not here in the
she down.
DFW area.
The who? What area?
DFW.
VFW area.
Oh, you in Dallas?
Dallas area.
Dallas
Oh.
Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where I'm at.
Well, I'm in good old Cape Girardeau, Missouri. The last
The who?
state, Cape Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau. Never heard of that.
It's the biggest city between Memphis, Tennessee, and St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
I'm only 150 miles south of St. Louis, and I'm only like 250 miles north of Memphis, Tennessee. So I go either south or north and have me a ball.
Oh yeah, I like Tennessee, but I like the parts I went to was like probably way from you, like the Dollywood and all of that in that
Is that in
area.
Memphis?
It's in Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's in Dollywood is up in where is that at? For the cabins. I used
Oh,
to go
you went
every
up in
year.
you went up like in the mountains of
Yeah, that's
Tennessee.
we used to go up there for like
Yeah,
Halloween, the Christmas decoration. We take the kids up there every year. So I've
yeah,
been to Tennessee a lot. Yeah, up in the mountains though.
yeah. I got a friend that lives over in Tennessee. No, he
Yeah.
lives in Kentucky. My
Okay.
friend's uncle lives in Tennessee. He moved to Tennessee because at one time he had a ranch down here in Cape, but he moved to Tennessee, and
Yeah.
my friend lives in Kentucky, which is only an hour. Paducah, which is only an hour and 45 minutes away from here. So
Oh, okay. That's not bad then.
yeah, I'm in a like a central
You can
part
go
of
either way
everything.
if you want
I
to
can
go
go
out of town or
go out
something.
of town,
Yeah.
yeah, either way, and have me some fun because I can go to Jonesboro, Arkansas. I can go to over here to Carbondale, Illinois.
Okay, so
Places
you're right, like where everything. I
what
mean,
they call near the Boot Heel of Missouri.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I ain't afraid
The
to talk about
casino
it.
is in it's on the line. I think it's Oklahoma line, Texas,
Mhm,
Oklahoma,
mhm.
Arkansas, whatever it is. It's only 45 minutes up the street, so that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking about just riding up there to Windstar. I
right.
don't know.
Well, my casino ain't but 7 minutes away.
Oh, yeah, I got
Yeah,
45 minutes to 50
yeah,
minutes to drive if I'm going up to
yeah.
that
I
one.
got it's like a little 7 minute drive going
Is it a big one?
downtown. Yeah, heck yeah. They building a hotel next to it now.
Because they said the Windstar is the biggest one in the country. Is that true?
I think it is. I think it is. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they got different cities inside of this, and that's the one I'm talking about going to.
Hmm.
They said they got London in there, they have New York in there, they have Vegas in there. And all different cities that's
Yeah.
located inside this one
In
Windstar. They say
one.
it's the largest in the world. I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's sort of like the Illinois Mall Center was at one time. They were one of the biggest shopping malls in Illinois, up near
Mm.
Illinois, and they had a roller coaster ride inside that mall. That's how big it
Oh,
was.
Yeah, that's nice. That's just like the mall in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I like
Yeah.
that mall, honey. I was like, I can live in this mall.
I know y'all could
hey, it
shopping.
probably be broke in that mall too, wouldn't
Literally, like when I said we was gonna go, I told my husband, I said, listen, get us a U-Haul, and me and my daughter, we're gonna just drive up there and drive back. He said, a U-Haul? Yeah, we're gonna need one. And he was like, I'm not going to get y'all no U-Haul. You can ride in the car. I said, well, we ain't got enough room. He thought we was crazy. Me and my daughter were looking at him like, no, we really need a U-Haul because we're gonna go shopping.
Cause between both of y'all,
uh, Joy.
We talking about a little small U-Haul truck. That's all. He said, no, you drive your car.
Bless
I
you.
said, no. We
My
need a U-Haul.
my lady Joyce is in Baltimore. Wow.
Oh,
oh,
Baltimore. Okay.
where the
How's the
Mhm.
Baltimore
weather,
Ravens.
Joyce?
Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, I'm
How,
Cowboys down here.
Oh
oh
no,
I
Lord.
no,
know, I know,
no, no,
I
no,
know.
no,
Mm,
no, no,
mm.
no. I'm
Trust
no
me.
Cowboy fan, and I'm no Houston fan.
I'm not either, girl. I'm Falcons and the Steelers. That's it.
Well, mines are the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Even
Not the
though,
Bears.
oh, of course,
Because he was from Chicago.
I was born and raised in
Yeah, I
Chicago,
know.
dear.
Yeah.
But then don't forget we have won a Super Bowl, so there you
Yeah,
go.
you have. I mean, I ain't gonna knock it. But
And then and
you
then
have.
and then when we did win, we had one of the baddest songs that was ever out, the Super Bowl
Oh,
Shuffle.
shuffle.
Yeah. Yep. And y'all ain't won one since though, right?
No.
I mean, I'm from Atlanta, so I can't talk about nobody.
Oh well,
We got to the end zone and fumbled. So
Uh,
shoot, we can't say nothing to nobody about nothing. We was up 40, like 20 something to zip. Going in the
yeah.
third quarter, they just tore our behinds. So like everybody, I want to tell them because my friend he's a Saints fan. I said, go get us a brown bag. I just need to put them on their head. He said, brown. I said, yeah, get them brown bags the Saints used to wear.
Yes, it was a wild football season. So it's been a wild season, but
And we
like I
just knew
said,
back then they was gonna make it. We said the
yeah,
Packers got this. Everybody was out in what was it? It was Houston. I think everybody was in Houston that weekend. and they was playing, and the Falcons just was doing their thing. They were dancing out on the field, back head bouncing. Well, they came back and tore their behind us. We sitting there, everybody sitting there like, what in the world
What
just
happened?
happened?
Yeah.
What happened at that North Half?
Girl, we was out here jamming. When I tell you we had Ludacris and T.I., we was jamming. We just knew we finna get them rings. I mean, everybody, they were looking like, that's why I told my friend, go get them brown bear, put them on everybody's head. I was disappointed. I was so much junk out here in Texas. I said, Falcons got this. That's my home. And them Cowboy fans were looking at me. I was so embarrassed. I just walked away. I said, let me go. I just
You was embarrassed.
I was so embarrassed. I said, let me get out of here. I mean, because literally the DJ, who was up there, the Dave and Buster's, the DJ was playing good music. You know, he playing all Atlanta music because we were doing our thing, girl. Girl, the third quarter, fourth. Wait a minute. How y'all let them come back? Man, they tore out. Yeah, we were mad.
Yeah, it's a lot of Cowboy fans out there in the world, but they have never been my America's team.
Me neither.
That ain't my American team either.
No, they not.
I mean, they were good. Now I'm gonna give them credit, but like I said, I never. It was something about Dallas that their football team. It didn't sit right with me. I guess it was because of the owner.
It was the owner. It was the owner.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. It's something about, and then after I seen what he said about what's his name, I said, oh, okay, that's why you've been feeling this way all these years. So
I actually seen I think was it the guy that what is the basketball team here?
Dallas Mavericks.
The Mavericks. I actually got to meet the owner. I went out to their neighborhood one time with a friend of mine. And those houses are like, wow. Which is like, wow. They're in Frisco, and I live about 10 minutes away from Frisco. I'm in Plano. But the houses over there.
I have some family that stay in Plano.
Yes, those houses, I said, good Lord. What I say, councils. I'm like, who house is this? And I went to a couple of football player houses. And this is like 2 or 3 years ago. I met quite a few people out here, though.
Yeah. It's always interesting. Like I said, I grew up, I met a lot of entertaining personalities because I used to go out to the clubs and spin records. And I met Marshall Thompson and the Shy-Lights. I've met the Dells.
Did you?
Yeah. And
so you don't met some real artists.
Yeah, you met the real people.
Yeah,
I just met some Ludacris and T.I., some Atlanta people, but you don't met some real people.
Yeah, I even met when I was living in Mississippi, working down there at a place called the Crash Landing. I met Tyrone Davis.
Oh wow, now that's my mama man right there.
Yeah. Tyrone Davis. He had his initials on his belt buckle and diamonds, great big old belt buckle with TD on it. Oh man, he was just as down home. And what's that girl's name? The one that's talking about sitting on the high stool. What was her name? It was I think it was Millie Jackson.
Millie Jackson.
Yeah, Millie Jackson. Yeah. But you know what? I have to Millie talks just like she sings.
Millie got a mouth.
She got a mouth. Yes, she do. She's a down home country girl, boy. And I tell you,
the beast that they got nothing on what she say.
No.
She come out with her like it just roll off her tongue like what?
What? Yeah.
But okay.
And I had
and that's the clean version.
That's the clean one, exactly.
That's the clean version. The other version, you like, whoa.
I met, like I said, I was backstage. I met Otis Williams from The Temptations.
Oh.
And let's see, what other? It was a female artist. Was it Gladys? No, it wasn't Gladys Knight. It was Shaka Khan, No, it was Gladys because Gladys favors I got a niece, and I swear, her and Gladys Knight could pass for sisters.
Wow.
She looks just like Gladys Knight, and I met her. And Kurt took me to see this, the guy that got me the bookings and stuff because I worked out of his club from where I was in the country. he got me in to see Ramsey Lewis, which turned out to be my best friend's first cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, I've met a lot of artists.
I've met some too, but most of everybody I've met is in Atlanta. I did meet Gladys once when she came to her place in Atlanta, the Gladys Chicken and Waffle.
Yeah.
She made an
Yeah.
appearance out there, and everybody. It was a lot of people out there. I actually got to walk up to and meet her and stuff like that. Nice little humble person.
Hmm.
I've met
Well,
Gerald Levert. Of course, I had some interactions with Gerald Levert back in the days because he knew my husband.
oh,
So
okay.
yeah, and
Okay.
I was sad when he left.
Yes. Joyce, good night, baby. Thank you for coming up again, sweetheart. Thank you
Good
so
night,
much for coming
Joyce.
up. Yeah, she kept us going. She kept us going. I see Cloud9 is still here too. Thank you, darling, for
Cloud9.
sticking around with us old folks conversations
I
tonight.
know, right? We talking about old stuff. Yeah, but those
Well,
some of the people that I actually met Whitney and Bobby. Now Bobby
mhm.
Brown, he came over there and started eating off my plate because I had sushi. And Whitney and his sister was sitting over there at the bar because we was frequent Atlanta in the Lenox Mall, and Tommy, his brother, used to try to talk to me, but I was like, man, I'm married. I ain't fit to talk to you. But
Mhm.
we actually sat there and had drinks. They paid for everything. Whitney, she looked different because she didn't have a makeup on.
Mhm.
But we all
Mhm.
just sat at the bar. We talked, laughed, and had some drinks back in the day. I mean, I meet a lot of people in Atlanta because
Yeah.
that's home, But
Yeah, yeah. I got a friend of mine. She's from Atlanta. Her and her
mhm.
husband, they live in Atlanta, and they've been trying to get me to come down there for years. And
Oh, you should go.
no, I got my sights set on something bigger.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can go visit.
Nah,
No,
nah,
okay.
nah. I see. At my age, I gotta pick my spots.
Okay, I got you. I got
I gotta
you.
pick my spots because I mean, where they live at is nice, but it's still the idea that I gotta get there to Atlanta, and Atlanta ain't. I've been watching the news. I try to stay away from crime rates.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
Lord,
I
they
haven't been.
everywhere.
I haven't been to Chicago in years.
Oh
I haven't been to Chicago in years, and my daughter lives up there, and I'm thinking, do I want to go see my daughter? Nope.
Oh,
Too much going on. It is.
well,
yeah, it
It's
is a lot. It's a
it's a
lot in
lot.
Atlanta.
It's a lot going
going
on.
on. It is.
Yeah. And for me to even if I fly out of here and fly to Chicago, which that would be stupid. Why not just drive? But then I'm looking at the statistics of old folks driving on the highway, and
He watching too much news.
yeah, I watching too much news. So, but they have came down and visited, and I went back up there with them, and then come back. But for me just to take off and go up there like I used to, now there was a time when I would take off and go somewhere, and I wouldn't give a hell of high water what happened, But now I think about it, and like I said, I do. I think about it. And
Was that good when you were younger?
very younger, very younger.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
little bit different.
Yeah, because it wasn't what bullcrap for me to. I lived at a certain town in Illinois. I go to Chicago and have to be back at work 7 o'clock in the morning, up all night, get there to the house, shower, shave, change clothes, and go right to work. And ain't had no sleep.
Now you do that. You can't do that now.
Ooh, bet not. Bet not try it. Bet not try it. But I'm gonna get off of here, and I want
Yeah,
to
we
thank you,
just a little bit. I
ladies.
was gonna
Thank
say good night,
you.
you guys.
Yeah, thank all you ladies, especially you, Brown baby. You
Yeah, I
you're
enjoyed y'all
welcome here.
conversation. We'll do it again one day.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Well, then nobody put a bunch of ones in the chat, so we're gonna do music. I'll do music tomorrow. That's for sure.
Okay.
I'll do the music. I'll do the music tomorrow night. And,
That'd be fun.
Yeah, well, good
yeah.
night, y'all. I'll chat with y'all
Well,
tomorrow.
All right, sis.
Good
all
night.
right.
Love
Good
Bye.
you.
night.
Bye
Love
bye. Love
you,
y'all.
dear. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting night, and I'm
Yeah, it
glad
was fun.
it was fun. It was fun.
Well, I'm gonna go
Well,
ahead and go down to.
all right then. Thank you for coming up. Thank you
No
for coming
problem.
up. All right. Well, folks, that's my night. We've had a good conversation, and I want to say to everybody that listened, yes, good night, Cloud9, sweetheart. Thank you for coming up and sticking with me. Like I said, tomorrow night I will be doing music for you guys, so we can have we'll have a good night. I don't know what the theme's gonna be. I don't know what the theme's gonna be. If somebody want to leave something in the comment section later on, after I'm done here, you can do that. So, with that being said, love, peace, and aces to you guys.